অনেক একটা কথা বল, তুই ওই স্প্রে করা কোথা থেকে শিখেছিস? মানে একটাকে মারার পর স্প্রে করাটা?
ভিসিটি থেকে।
আচ্ছা,
আর জিনিস সেখানে
দাঁড়া
কিছু
দাঁড়া
অকাজ জিনিস।
দাঁড়া 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 পিসিটিতে যারা খেলে তারা স্প্রে করার পরে দেখেছিস হেডশট মারে?
হ্যাঁ জানি তো।
আমার কিছু খেতে দাও না, খিদে
আর তুই
পেয়েছে।
স্প্রে করার পর কি মারিস জানিস?
লেগ শট হয়ে যায় ওগুলো মাঝে মধ্যে ভুল।
মাঝে মধ্যে
নেভার
মাঝে
না, আবার কি আছে বলতো? আমি মানুষ না, আজব দাবি তো।
তাহলে ওটা কি রোবট?
হ্যাঁ অবভিয়াসলি, ওরা রোবট না হলে ওভাবে মারতে পারতো না। মারে দেখেছিস ভাই?
আচ্ছা
এরা রোবট ভাই।
আচ্ছা,
ভাই স্ট্রিম শেয়ার করাই যা, এই স্ট্রিম শেয়ার করে দাও।
কোথায় শেয়ার করবো আমি?
ইয়েতে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে।
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে আমি কোথা থেকে শেয়ার করবো বল? তুই আমার স্ট্রিমের লিংক দিয়েছিস?
ইউটিউব থেকে দিয়ে দিচ্ছ তো, চাপ নেই।
না না, তুই লিংক দিস না, তুই বল তোর ইউটিউবের নাম বল।
শিল্ড গেমিং।
ও শিল্ড গেমিং, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
থাকার তো কথা, অবভিয়াসলি থাকার কথা।
দাঁড়া, কয়েকটা প্রাইভেসি করতে হবে।
ডিসিং করছে তো, ওয়ার্ড কথা ডিসিং করছে।
মানে ওটা ডিসিং হচ্ছে না, ওটা ওরকমই দিচ্ছে টুইচেও।
না টুইচে কিছু দিচ্ছে না, টুইচে ভালো দিচ্ছে
না টুইচে আমারও ওরকমই লাগলো, ডিসিং করলো দুবার।
তো বন্ধ করে আবার দেখতে দেখি।
দাঁড়া এক মিনিট,
তো একটা টিচার রাখতে হবে যে শুধু সায়েন্সটা পড়াবে।
দিয়ে দিয়েছে তবে চার্জাতে।
যে পড়াবে তোর যে সাবজেক্ট গুলো সেগুলোকেও তো রিভিশন তোকে দেখতে হবে।
আজকে এই দুজনকে ঘরে ঢুকে তা আটকে দিতে হবে দরজাটা, না তাহলে আওয়াজ হবে। আমি প্রতিদিন ঘুমিয়ে উঠে উঠে আমার দরজা আটকে।
এই পায়েল তুই চুপচাপ দেখলি?
এখন কি দেখবি?
দেখ যা দেখাচ্ছে তাই দেখবে ও।
কার্ডটা খুব ভালোই এরকমই একটা যেটা ভালো হবে এটা করে নিয়ে ওকে ট্রাই করলে হবে না, কি বলছিস?
তুই একটা কথা বল, তুই পায়েরকে তুই কি কি দেখতে বলেছিস এই গেমটার মধ্যে?
সবকিছু।
সবকিছু বলতে ও কি কি দেখলে এখন বুঝবে বলে তোর মনে হয়?
তুই কি বলছিস বল শুনি আগে।
যেমন ধর আমি এক্সিবিট বা তোকে আমি বলবো যে রোটেশন দেখার কথা, কারণ আমরা রোটেশনে হাগি। তা তুই তো এমনি পায়েলকে কি দেখতে বলেছিস?
কিরকম করে খেলছে, ক্রস এয়ার প্লেসমেন্ট।
বাপরে বাপ,
খেতে দাও না,
দাঁড়া না অনিকেত, দাঁড়া না, অনিকেত বলছি,
তরকারি
বল বল
বল
বল।
না, তো বললাম ক্রস এয়ার প্লেসমেন্ট আর কিরকম করে খেলছে, কিরকম করে খেলে, মেইনলি কি রকম করে খেলে গেমটা।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
ম্যাগি তো ভয় লাগছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি, ম্যাগি খেয়ে যদি আবার অ্যাসিডিটি হয়ে যায়। ওর ব্যাঙের মাথা,
আচ্ছা বল কে জিতবে বল।
বিরক্তি লাগে।
ভিশন স্ট্রাইকার্স।
কে?
ভিশন স্ট্রাইকার্স।
V1
ভিশন স্ট্রাইকার্স।
এই 3 ঘন্টা হয়ে গেছে, অফ করে দেবো?
কেন থাক না, চলুক না, তুই কি করছিস?
কেন 3 ঘন্টা বেশি স্ট্রিম করে করবে কি ও?
ওকে 4 ঘন্টা স্ট্রিম করতে বলা হয়েছে এই আজকে দিনটা।
আমি অসুস্থ।
প্রতিদিন শুনবে না ঠিক আছে, তুই অসুস্থ আমি আগে বলে দিলাম।
আরে 3 ঘন্টা, আরে আজব তো, 3 ঘন্টাটা অ্যাকচুয়াল টাইম, আমি 3 ঘন্টা করছি কিনা সেটা ফ্যাক্ট।
তোকে আজকে দিনটা 4 ঘন্টা করতে বলেছে না? বলেনি আজকে দিনটা 4 ঘন্টা করতে রেটভিং?
টানা কারি পক্ষে করাটা পসিবল না, তাহলে আমি অফ করছি, পরে আবার আসতে হবে।
তুই দেখবি না তো ম্যাচ?
আরে ম্যাচ দেখবো না কে বলেছে? আমি এটার জন্য তো বসে আছি, আমি শুয়ে শুয়ে দেখবো ম্যাচ।
তো তুই এখন উপস্থিত এটা ক্যামেরাটা অফ করে দে না, তাহলেই তো হলো। বুদ্ধিমান।
ক্যামেরা অফ কেন করতে হবে আজব?
মাথায় বুদ্ধি।
অনিকেত এরকম একটা হেডফোন কিনতে হবে বুঝলি?
আমার কাছে আছে এটাই, আমি এটাই
হেডফোন আছে।
আছে,
আমি এটাই ইউজ করি।
এটা দাম কত বলতো?
রেজার ব্ল্যাক শার্ক এটা।
এটা লেজার ব্ল্যাক শার্ক?
হ্যাঁ
এটার দাম দেখে আয় যা 50,000 টাকা।
ভাই এটা রেজার ব্ল্যাক শার্কটা না?
না
দেখছি
ও তো আলাদাই নেশা করে থাকে কুচবি।
না এটা রেজার ব্যাকশাক না।
আমারটা সেম এরকমই দেখতে, এক্স্যাক্ট এইটাই দেখতে।
এটাই
লেজার ব্ল্যাক শার্ক।
পায়েলের মতো আর একটা মেয়ে দেখতে হলে সেও পায়েল, এক্স্যাক্ট পায়েলের মতো দেখতে, ওটা পায়েল।
তাহলে এটা
আমি বলছি এইটা তোর এখন 1 ঘন্টা 53 মিনিট, তো তো এটা যখন 2 ঘন্টা হয়ে যাবে আমি অফ করে দেবো, তাহলে 3 ঘন্টা সামথিং 3 ঘন্টা 15 মিনিট মতো এক্সট্রা থাকছে, ব্যাস ওটা নিয়ে শান্ত। বুঝতে পারলি?
রুটার শান্ত হলে হলো, আবার কি
আবার কাটবে তো কাটুক, ওকে ফাইন, নে চল, হয়েছে শান্তি। ব্যাং আমি পারছি না আর করতে, টানা
তো
বসে কখন থেকে
আরে তো
করছে।
ক্যামেরাটা অফ করে দে না, লাস্ট 1 ঘন্টা ক্যামেরা ছাড়া করে দে, স্ট্রিমটা হয়ে গেল না।
ওইটা করাটা উচিত না, রুটারের এটা এখন ওদের সার্ভারের প্রবলেম হচ্ছে, ব্ল্যাক স্ক্রিন হচ্ছে, সেটা আলাদা ব্যাপার, কিন্তু আমি কেন 1 ঘন্টা টানা স্ক্রিন অফ করে করবো বলতো? আশ্চর্য।
অফ করে দে, আমি কি বলবো, হামকা বল,
অফ করবো বলিনি।
হামকা হি বলে বলো।
চুপ কর তো, ভালো লাগছে না।
আরে রিজু, ওয়েলকাম টু দ্য স্ট্রিম। ওকে
I mean, we spoke about the versatility of PTC, but the rest of the team as well, Sean. It feels like they can basically play anything or any comp, and everybody steps up, whether it's duelists, initiators, whatever. They can do it all. So, how much do you think that's going to come into play today? How important is that?
ভালো লাগে না, মায়ের উপর বিরক্ত লেগে যাচ্ছে আমার।
হ্যাঁ কলেজ যাচ্ছে 1080p, এবার 1080p আর করতে পারবো না রে, এখন যা আছে আজকের দিনটা চালিয়ে নে, কালকে ঠিক করে দেবো।
respect it. That's what got them here, but that is a very different play style than some of the more successful teams at this tournament.
It's hard to counter them as well if you're vision strikers and you come in being a very strategic team, probably used to countering in some way, shape or form. And I mean, I have multiple players on the side of Full Sense playing Jet. I got John Olsen, PTC, Superbuzz has played Jet as well in the recent history. I mean, whatever they lock in, it's going to be John Olsen on the Jet this time.
Very quick.
এক্সট্রা এখন প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাপ নিচ্ছে, প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাপ, এমন কোনো ম্যাপ নেই যেখানে
প্রতিটা
এক্সট্রা নেই।
টিম এক্সট্রা নিচ্ছে এখন,
প্রতিটা টিম তো নিচ্ছেই, না প্রতিটা টিম তো নিচ্ছেই, প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাপে আসছে,
এক্সট্রাটা
প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাপে
খুব কাজের হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
ম্যাপ বাদ দিতে পারবে না তো ব্রিজার আইস বক্স
দা ব্রিজি বা কেন বাদ দেবে বলতো?
না ব্রিজের গোল গোল স্মোক গুলো কাজে লাগে না।
ব্রিজে ভাইপার সবথেকে স্পিকার,
ব্রিজ আইস বক্স
দুটো এজেন্ট তো না, আমি বলবো একটা এজেন্ট পুরো পড়ে গেল, ফিনিক্স।
কেন
ফিনিক্স কে কিছু করছে না তো কি হবে?
পুরো পড়ে গেছে, পুরো ফিনিক্স কে নেয় বলতো? আগে যেমন ভাইপার অবস্থা হয়েছিল মনে কর, ভাইপার কেউ নিত না,
ভাইপার এখন
ফিনিক্স কে একটা বুস্ট দেওয়া দরকার।
দেবে ভাইপারকে যখন দিয়েছে একেও দেবে তারা।
ফিনিক্স মানে একটা ক্যারেক্টার যেটা ভ্যালোরেন্ট আসার পর থেকে কোনো রকম না নার্ফ হয়েছে না বাফ হয়েছে,
যেমন তেমনই আছে। আমার কি মনে হচ্ছে বলতো, চেম্বারকে একটা নোংরা বাফ দেবে আর একে একটা নোংরা নার্ভ দেবে।
না আমার কি উল্টো বলছিস তুই?
কি উল্টো বললাম?
টোটাল ডিসিং চলছে অনেকের।
আমি বলছি, আমি তোকে বলছি তুই উল্টো বললি, ফিনিক্স কে বাফ দেবে আর ইয়েকে নার্ভ দেবে। নার্ভ মানে কমিয়ে দেওয়া পাওয়ার।
But I think it would be irresponsible for me to sit here and say, on paper, Full Sense has a good chance.
I have to play devil's advocate and be like, come on boys, you got this.
নিয়ে নে ভাই, মেম্বার কেন নিবি না? মেম্বার ইমা কি বাজে ছেলে তুই।
Maybe they've got, they've got it cracked. They know how to beat the Korean teams. Who knows, I mean, there's no other team I feel like have had that level of success. When you look at the game, teams like Newton and Damwon, like this team.
বাবা বললাম যে এতদিন ধরে বললে নাম নেই, না বললেই নাম।
What is the one thing that you want to see from Full Sense? Even if they don't come out here winning, what do you want to see?
খিদে পাচ্ছে।
I want to see them adapt. If they're not a team
না এখন একটু পরে যাবো, এখন খেলে আবার রাত্রিবেলা খিদে পাবে।
consistently relying on eliminations even on their attack,
একটু পরে যাবে, এই ধরো কটা, হ্যাঁ
if this isn't working,
মুড়ি একটু কফি করে দিই একটু।
that is the definition of insanity. We
বলছি
need to
ভাই,
change something up. I hope they
ভাই,
have something in their back pocket,
বল।
because if you bring
তুই
the
কি
breach,
ভাবিস?
I want to see some combination.
আরে বিশাল, থ্যাঙ্কস ফর দ্য মেম্বারশিপ ব্রো। বলছি কি ভাবিস কি প্লেইং
ভাবি বল।
উইথ ইয়োর ওন মাউস কি প্লেইং ওয়ান ম্যাচ উইথ রেজার ডেথ অ্যাডার?
আমি তো ডেটা ধরে খেলি না ভাই, নিজের মাউসে খেলাটা
আমি ওটাই বলছি কি লাইক তুই কি ভাবিস কি প্লেইং ওয়ান ম্যাচ উইথ ডেথ অ্যাডার নাকি প্লেইং আ হোল মানে প্লেইং দ্যাট ম্যাচ উইথ ওন মাউস?
অবভিয়াসলি নিজের মাউস।
সবাই ওর মাউসে খেলবে ভাই, মাউসটা পুরো ফিলিং এর হবে।
If they do drop a breeze, but what about the other maps? How would you feel if, you know, Vision Strikers aren't able to take Haven?
আমার যদি ওরামই হতো তাহলে আমার কাছে যখন টাকা ছিল 2000 টাকা 3000 টাকার মতো, তাহলে আমি একটা ভালো মাউস কিনতাম। ওবিকে বলেও ছিলাম আমি এই মাউস কিনিনি, আমি আমার সেই রেড গিয়ার A20 কিনলাম পুজোর সময় যখন টাকা ছিল, আমি বলেছিলাম নেব না, দরকার নেই, নিজের মাউসই কিনেছি, মাউসটা নিজের উপর।
Forgive them for losing Haven, but if they drop Breeze, which is their pick, I will not forgive Vision Strikers.
Not even that. I will forgive them for losing to Full Sense's biggest map pick throughout the entirety of this roster existing. So if there's one map I expect Full Sense to do well on, it's the one that they are most versed on. And if they can't win that one against Vision Strikers, I don't see it going well for them unless they can adapt between maps.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about what I want you guys to see from Full Sense, but you know, this early on in the tournament, as from Vision Strikers, what do you want to see? How should they set the precedent?
Oh, I've got my coach's hat on right now, and if I'm the coach of Vision Strikers, I turn
বললাম না
around
8টা থেকে খেলা শুরু হবে।
underestimate them. But also remember, we have many a days of games ahead, so it's almost like show the cards but don't show the cards. Don't go full chips in.
আমার কি একাই যা লোডিং এ গেল?
Just kind of be a little bit passive with the way that you're going about this.
Loading
And
is-
I would like to see them put a little on show, but don't show.
আরে বাবা,
এই কিবোর্ড গুলোকে কি বলে রে? ওই এই যে কিবোর্ড গুলো ইউজ করে কি নাম যেন কিবোর্ড গুলো?
মেকানিক্যাল
না না না, আরে মেকানিক্যাল তো অবভিয়াসলি না না,
60%
half
60% কিবোর্ড
Sure.
আগে আমি ইউজ করতাম।
Something I learned after
আরে নামটা কি?
60% কিবোর্ড,
by just putting all of your eggs in one
মিনি
basket.
কিবোর্ড বলতে পারি, 60% কিবোর্ড বলতে পারি।
Out these trap plays. You need to like
নরমালি
garage
যেটাতে শুধু নাম্বার প্যাড নেই সেটাকে 60% কিবোর্ড বলে, আর যেটাতে নাম্বার প্যাড ছাড়া আরো বাকিটুকুনটা নেই ওটাকে
combined with a flash.
40% বলে মনে হয়।
And they retake garage and everyone's dead in there in like 3 seconds. So you just want to fake
মেম্বার
like,
ইমোজি কোথায় ভাই? মেম্বার ইমোজি বানানোই হয়নি রে,
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ দে।
দিতে হবে।
So the rounds
Hey.
that are longer, like the ones that Gambit played against
এ আর ভিডিও বার করে না না,
successful because
ভিডিও
they do
মানে?
those kind of things.
মানে যে ভিডিওগুলো বার করতো
Have that mindset.
কেন
So
করবে
they-
না?
কে
দেখি না তো,
ওর প্রাইভেট অ্যাপ আছে না?
কে রে?
পরে বলবো।
ভাই তোদের গ্রুপটা অ্যাড করিসনি আমাকে, ঠিক আছে?
আমাদের গ্রুপে কোন গ্রুপটা বল?
যে গ্রুপটার কথা তোরা বলেছিলিস।
পারলে সামনে বল কোন গ্রুপটার কথা বলছিস।
না কেন বলবো?
বল এক্ষুনি অ্যাড করে দিই, টোটাল আমি অ্যাডমিন, আমি বানিয়েছি গ্রুপটা।
কর না একটা,
আগে বল।
না কর।
Because that's what I'll be looking for, and I know Vision Strikers said they're
ওদিকে
gonna
ম্যাচ শুরু হয়ে গেছে।
তারা 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 কোথায় গেল?
আরে ওটা inactive তো কি?
ইনঅ্যাক্টিভ, এখন আর পাঠায় ফাটায় না।
You guys want them to do, but we are experiencing a slight tech delay. So for you guys at home, let's take a closer look at
এই মেয়েটা cute দেখতে।
এর থেকে জিও কাস্ট বেশি ভালো দেখতে।
저는 일단 창의력이란 말 하면은 그림이나 아니면은 음악 같이 뭔가를
দে
만드는
রিজু দে।
게
কোথা থেকে দেবো? আমি কি প্রোভাইডার নাকি? যে প্রোভাইডার সেই দেয় না।
আরে ধরতে দেখি, তোকে বলিনি। আরে থর, ওয়েলকাম টু দ্য স্ট্রিম ভাই।
তাই বল।
Sports as a medium that people consume and enjoy, it's like you want to see someone do something you think is like incredible because they play games and then they want to see someone else do amazing at it.
저희 가족은 제가 형이 3명이나 있는데 저희 가족이 어릴 때부터 게임을 좋아해가지고 저희 형들도 게임을 많이 했고 저희 형제 중 4명이 3명이 프로게이머였거든요.
Being creative has to do with
So?
understanding where the audience is at and
তাহলে গল্প শেষ
challenging them with something new and original.
বলো
That's what creativity is for me
যাচ্ছি।
with art, but I think it's the same within games.
যাচ্ছি না
일단 한강도 있었고 그리고 제가 어릴 때 산 올라가는 것도 좋아했었는데 그런 산 같은 데 올라가면은 보이는 딱 그런 딱 넓게 펼쳐져 있는 경관 같은 게 전 좋은 것 같아요.
He is like a super zen dude, and that has to do with my own kind of obsession with reaching that flow state, which I think he's also able to do. That's why he's so good. He knows how to become calm in the same way that like you're shutting off other things and just focus on the task at hand.
저는 제일 첫 번째 우선순위가 침착함이라고 생각해요. 왜냐하면 저는 일단
ডুম তুই রেড নোটিস দেখেছিস?
급해지면 약간 좀 많이 흔들리는 스타일이거든요, 제가. 그래서 저는 최대한 침착하게 그 정보에 대응하려고 하고 정보 얻을 때도 침착하게. 저는 침착이 1순위인 것 같아요.
When Lockheed talks about being a really calm player, that was kind of one of the main jumping off points, I think, for the illustration I made. I wanted to kind of convey the flow state that he's going through when he's playing through the visual of flowing water.
일단 저는 그런 창의적인 거라고 하면은 막 엄청 멋있거나 그런 것보다는 그 막 잔잔하고 막 청나게 좀 그런 아름다운 것들 관련된 거가 먼저 떠오르는 것 같아요. 그림이나 음악이나 둘 다.
One of the background elements within the piece are the mountains. It has more to do with
আরে यार কখন স্টার্ট করবে
it's going to be like a serene, beautiful piece. But another dimension of his life is that he's got 3 brothers. I put 3 different mountains, one to represent each of his brothers. And Lockheed himself talks about like the view at the top of the mountain is something to strive for. These mountains represent that desire for him to climb, simultaneously how his brothers are part of that drive as well.
My name is Kim Jong-min and 저는 그냥 뭐 간단하게 뭐 게임을 좋아하는 선수기도 하고 그리고 또 바깥 일상생활을 즐겨하기도 하는 사람인데 현재 20대를 게임에 엄청 집중하고 보내면서 살고 있는 사람 같아요.
Well, sad not to see Lackett in the first map, but Icebox is on the card, so if they Duds goes to map 3, maybe we'll see him on stage.
Dude, that drawing was sick.
The artist's ability, I can't draw a stick man,
No.
so don't even ask me to draw anything.
Yeah. I don't know how you just glance over that like that.
I watched
that
it
was
before.
amazing.
I watched it already.
Okay, I didn't see that before. I was like, you didn't see
I've
it?
seen it already, so I
was
just assumed
amazing.
you guys have as well.
No, I'd never seen that. That was really, really cool.
Well, if we don't get to be in the hype video, maybe in production we can sort out a portrait of Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, they can draw me.
That would be cute.
Well, I believe we are ready to get into game, guys. It's the Koreans. It's time for the Korean Slayers to face their final boss. And speaking of final bosses, here's Paperthin and Achilles.
All right, well, today we learned we are the final bosses of Valorant casting, I suppose.
All right.
But hey, what an absolute pleasure it is to be here to bring you guys this series. You know, a bunch of firsts for us, first time being back on land with the English crew. Obviously, we're there for Reykjavik, but it's so much different now that we're here in the studio. It's time to get wild. It's time to get loud. And boy, am I excited about this set. Vision Strikers versus Full Sense. You and I have had the pleasure of casting Vision Strikers throughout this entire year, throughout their entire run of dominance. And then we also got Full Sense right at that last moment in the LCQ, where they were able to take it over Northeption in a 5-game grand final. It just feels like the stars have aligned for you and I.
Yeah, really, this is such an exciting matchup here at the beginning of this. You have the team that the desk was aptly pointing out is the Korean Slayers, right? They beat 2 very good teams, Newturn and Damwon, and those are no slouches in Korea. Those are teams that are constantly up there, getting to semifinals, getting to finals, you know, pushing the envelope in Korea. But Full Sense, tenacious. That is one of the things that I really found to be so impressive about this Thai team. They are unflappable right now. One of the things that used to be kind of a big criticism about Full Sense was that they lacked the ability to break through in the final games. They were often second place, all over the place, and finally at the LCQ, they kind of got that monkey off their back. I think right now, Full Sense is a really dangerous opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. They cannot take this lightly. I know that the desk was talking about it. You know, you can't be complacent. You can't just expect to win this series just because on paper you should. If you do that, that is when Full Sense is going to jump you. That's when they're going to catch you by surprise and manage to take away these maps that, you know, we don't expect them to be able to do. I think that we might give them a little bit more credit given what we saw them do to Northeption, but Vision Strikers is obviously going to be a much tougher
Start holo finally.
Gentlemen, we are into the game and ready to kick off champions. Vision Strikers going to be starting on that attacker side.
এদেরকে সবাইকে নাইফটা দিয়েছে
সবাই কিনেছে
এদের কাছে গ্রেডস এর কম দিয়ে থাকে না ঠিক আছে এদের অ্যাকাউন্টে
আরে এটা ওদের কাস্টম অ্যাকাউন্ট এটা ওদের অ্যাকাউন্ট না
না এরা কাস্টমের জন্য ভিসিটি দিয়েছিল এই অ্যাকাউন্টটা আনলিমিটেড টাকা দিয়ে
So I love that trapwire placement there inside of Garage. You can see PTC already getting lined up. I love to see PTC here on the breach. He's really, really strong on it. Of course, everybody knows PTC is the most versatile player maybe in all of Asia. He can play anything. He's an old school tac shooter player. He's very, very strong. But to start this out, Achilleos, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, just a lot of lurking around here from Vision Strikers, just trying to find some information, see where they want to execute on. Ryzen Garage, trapwire set up for that window access.
Hello?
Hello.
So we're going to see Chalala sitting back in the cubby on the garage exit, but now they're going to see them.
আরে কি খাবো ভাবতে ভাবতে হাফ টাইম চলে গেছিল ওদের ডিসাইড করে খেতে বসলাম কি করব আর এই আজে বাজে খাবার
ম্যাচ দেখ চুপ করে
আরে ভালো লাগছে না অফ করে দেবো স্ট্রিমটা
হ্যাঁ করে দে
Despite getting tagged up early,
2 ঘন্টা 4 মিনিট হয়েছে বন্ধ করে দিচ্ছি
পুরে দে
I mean, the coordination here is so darn good from the Vision Strikers. This is what you expect, and it's nice to see it on the pistol round. You know, one of the big things early on in the year that was one of the criticisms.
পজিশন কি হোল্ড করেছে
To secure
স্ট্যান্ড পজিশন গুলো দেখ
to their credit was very good
কে কিভাবে খেলছে
during the LCQ for APAC. So here for the Vision Strikers, this is a big state.
এক্সট্রা পজিশন দেখ ওদের
ওদের এসে একদম ব্যাকস্ট্যাপ খেলছে
something a bit terrifying if you're on the opposite side.
ও নাইস শট
From heaven manages to find one, takes out King, but then Superbus will get traded, and now it's all on the lone Cypher. Backs. He's going to be greeted by the double right click. Will get taken.
Oh,
he's looking for
nice
RB,
try.
will not manage to find it. RB will get 3 kills in the round, and Vision Strikers will start off Haven with a win.
I mean, it's just so well executed. They throw all their utility at the front of the site, and then they come together at the same time. You get the dash right away from Buzz.
রুটার খুলছে না তো
To divert a few guns
হ্যাঁ
to his attention. That opens up space for RB to get a couple big opening kills, and that's
রুটার কেন খুলবে না
site open round 1 for Vision Strikers just based on that.
Done.
It's great patience, great timing, and they
এবার চুপচাপ গেমটা দেখ শান্তি করে দেখ বোঝ গেমটা ও
all of the utility was on the other side of the map here. All of the Astra stars, all of the Cypher utility was on the other side. So this was a wide open site for the Vision Strikers.
Yep, now we're right back in for the second round. Mako just going to be bodyguarding while they try to get that ult or pick up for stacks, and man, they will even push out quite a bit of damage there onto Superbus. Given how far away Lammy is, getting healed up, it's not going to happen for quite some time. He's actually pushing through sewer all the way up to A lobby. He's backed up by John Olsen for a bit of a crossfire. RB hanging back to see, kind of anticipating that they're going to be playing aggressively in this spot. I mean, this is something that we were seeing repeatedly from John Olsen, getting some punishing picks out onto Solto when he was pushing forward like this, but he's actually going to get tagged up quite a bit. So now going to be down to 30 HP.
Yeah, John Olsen is a player that runs pretty hot and cold, to be frank, and that's not just like a superlative that a lot of people say. This is the MO of him from the region. Now here comes the execute for the Vision Strikers.
Making their way forward, King's going to find Chalala.
1 down 2 down
on top of Superbus as they finish up one of the tagged up members here.
ও পুরো
John Olsen still not receiving any healing here. He's next to Lamb.
রিটেক করবে না কেমন করে
So won't be able
এই রাউন্ড হয় নাকি
বেরোবে না
রাউন্ড ওদের যেতে এটা ড্যামেজ করা ট্রাই করবে
I mean, this is basically what you're going to expect versus Vision Strikers when they do win the pistol round. The anti-eco is going to be very, very clean from them. So very well maybe ending this round flawlessly.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Lammy to find much value outside of maybe an exit frag or something like that with that shorty waiting for the members of Vision Strikers to start pushing around. You can see there was a Sheriff invested here for John Olsen. Again, he's very, very good with it, but so far hasn't found much out of the way, but here we go.
Good value, fault line. Doesn't manage to catch multiple, but Stacks is still going to find that headshot. I mean, he's already got the Rolling Thunder online here.
ব্রিচ অনেকদিন পর নিল অনেকে বল
না
না আমি
ইয়েতেও
হেভেনে কখনো ব্রিজ দেখিনি, হেভেনে সোভা খেলতে দেখেছি।
ওটাই তো বলছি আমি, ব্রিচ মেয়েদের অনেকদিন পর ইউজ করতে দেখলাম।
ব্রিজ মিটা ভালো রে,
অনেকে কি বলছিলিস?
ব্রিজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি ভালো এজেন্ট,
ভালো এজেন্ট
যদি ঠিকঠাক খেলা যেতে পারে।
কমিউনিট করতে
ব্রিজ ভালো এজেন্টের ব্যাপারটা না, ব্রিচের ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে ব্রিজ কোনোদিনও নিজের জন্য খেলতে পারে না।
না ব্রিজ পুরো টিম প্লেয়ার।
ব্রিজ যদি নিজে খেলতে যাস তুই ব্রিজ খেলতে পারবি না,
ডুয়েলিস্ট
মার
কমিউনিট
খেয়ে
করতে হবে। আরে আমি তো তার জন্য ছেড়ে দিলাম।
ব্রিজ খেলতে হলে ব্রিচের সাথে একটা ডুয়েলিস্ট বা ডুয়েলিস্ট না হলেও একটা কোনো একটা প্লেয়ারকে খেলতে হয় যে ও ফ্ল্যাশ করবে বা ও কনকাস্ট করবে, ও গিয়ে মারবে। প্রথমবার আমি দেখছি দুটো টিমই সোভা নেয়নি হেভেনে ম্যাপে।
ব্রিজ নিয়েছে,
স্কাই দেখেছি, স্কাই নেয়।
স্কাই তো নেওয়া, স্কাই তো নেই হেভেনে। ও 37 রিটেক কর, বেরো। সাইড খোলা, এটা ছেড়ে দিয়েছে পুরো সাইড প্রায়। আল্ট গেল, ফাইন। ও নাইস ওয়ান রে, নাইস রে, ও নাইস। ও
They get the cleanup, they'll get the defuse, and that is full sense on the board, 1-2.
This is a phenomenal play call here from PTC.
পোস্ট প্ল্যান পজিশন করে দিয়েছিস তো?
This is where the Vision Strikers want to go. They know that the Rolling Thunder's online.
সবথেকে আইডিয়া হচ্ছে দেখলাম যে ওরা সব ছেড়ে দিল আর টিমমেট আসার ওয়েট করলো।
এক্স্যাক্টলি,
এই তো করতে হয়, রিটেক তো আমরা খেলি না।
রিটেক খেলার জন্য 5টা নিজের প্লেয়ার লাগবে, ঠিক আছে? 1 নম্বর 2 নম্বর 5টা প্লেয়ার লাগবে যারা শুনে কথা।
নো অ্যাটাক গুলো দেখ, অ্যাটাক গুলো দেখ, অ্যাটাকে পছন্দ হয় কি ডিফেন্স কন্ট্রোল করে নিতে হবে।
তাই হেভেনে তো আমি আবার সেন্টিনেল নিয়ে কন্ট্রোলারে কাজ করি ভাই, চিন্তা নেই তোদের, আপাতত এই লবিতে চিন্তা নেই।
সেন্টিনেল নিয়ে কন্ট্রোলার মানে
সাইপার নিয়ে
তুই চুপ কর বাড়া।
ও পুশ, এ ও
কাউন্টার করেছিল, খুব সুন্দর কাউন্টার করেছে।
সেরা কাউন্টার করলো রে।
দেখ অ্যাগ্রেশন, দেখ কন্ট্রোল অ্যাগ্রেশন, যখন দেখছে হবে না পিছিয়ে এলো।
নাইস ওয়ান।
আমি এটাই বলি যে যখন হবে না পিছিয়ে আসবি, বুঝতে হবে যে মাল্টিপল আছে, পিছিয়ে তোর একটা
সি লং পুরো ফাঁকা, সি পুরো ফাঁকা লংটা, সবাই গ্যারাজ বা বিতে আছে।
সি ছেড়ে দিয়েছে তো, দেখ
রোটেট করে এ যাবে, যাবে। ও ফেক স্মোক,
আমি ওদের সাইফারের পজিশন দেখতে চাই, সাইফার কোথায় খেলছে। সাইফার দেখ হেভেনেই খেলছে, দেখ
ও সাইডে কেউ নেই, এটাও দেখ
কেউ নেই, সেটাই তো বলি, কিন্তু ও হেভেনে খেলছে। দেখ এ দেখ ট্রিপার গুলো দেখি, ট্রিপারটা ভাঙলো।
ও নাইস রে, নাইস রে। হ্যাঁ সরি,
আবার হেভেন গেল।
হেভেনে যতক্ষণ না পিক দেবে ততক্ষণ এখান থেকে পিক দেয় না সিটি থেকে।
ও
নাইস আফটার শট
হলো, ক্লিয়ার সাইডটা ক্লিয়ার পেলো একটু। ও রোলিং থান্ডার, আফটার শক একটা আসবে, পেয়ে গেছে আফটার শক। আরো টাইম ওয়েস্ট, একটা ডাউন, ইস হলো না, ইজি উইন। ও নাইস রে,
that'll be the closeout on the round. Vision Strikers not allowing full sense to get the momentum built up.
Yeah, this time they have a really solid early defense onto the A site compared to previously where they either just backed off or, during the pistol round just kind of folded over. They're able to pick up a couple early ones, and then it's once again Stacks who starts clearing the way. But here, an early pick for King is a big part of this round. This guy is a really, really smart, sharp player. Great shot. He's like maybe the most underrated player on the Vision
অনেক
Strikers.
লেট
There's
ইয়ে
a
মারলো
real clutch here from RB, a guy who
প্রমোশনটা একটু আগে লাগতো
probably doesn't get enough credit, frankly, on this unbelievably star-studded roster.
Oh yeah, I mean, he went from being the one in the spotlight for the longest time, throughout stage 1. Not so much in stage 2, I suppose. But at the very beginning was constantly in the conversation for, being one of the best jets in the world. He's completely changed up his style. Mako, though, has not. He continues to lurk outside of C. Long gets that nice kill, putting Superbus in the dirt.
Well, this is not good for Full Sense here. You can't be throwing over these early picks to the Vision Strikers. That makes things just insanely more difficult with a team that trains very well.
এ কটা রাউন্ড জিতলো দেখাচ্ছে না কেন?
আরে গ্লিচ হয়ে গেছে মোস্টলি গ্লিচ হয়ে গেছে ওপরটা এই দেখ রে আমাদের ইয়েকে খেলে স্কাইকে খেলিস
দেখ সাইবার কিন্তু
স্কাইয়ের ইয়েগুলো দেখ
হ্যাঁ
স্কাইয়ের
ওর পজিশনটা
হ্যাঁ
এই ও কিন্তু এক
আমি
জায়গায়
খেলতে
খেলছে
চাই না রে, আমি সাইফা খেলতে চাই না, আমি এটা কোনো ইনিশিয়েটর আছে
আমি স্কাইয়ের কথা বলছি তোকে স্কাইটা দেখ
আমি তোকে বলছি না, স্কাই কেউ খেলে না আমাদের টিমে,
তুই খেল না
না আমি ইনিশিয়েটর খেলবো না, ইনিশিয়েটর খেললে যে ম্যাপে ইনিশিয়েটর নিজে কনফিডেন্স থাকে সেই ম্যাপে খেলে, কারণ বেকার বেকার ইনিশিয়েটর খেললে কমিউনিকেশন লাগে বিশাল।
এই দেখ আন্ডার হেভেনের পজিশনটা দেখছিস দুজনে এর একে অপরের ইয়েতে পিক নেবে
একে অপরের হ্যাঁ এক্স্যাক্টলি
কন্টাক্ট না হলে পিক নেবে না
1 2 3 ও ইজি বাই ভিজন ট্রাইগার
রিকো
ও নাইস ওয়ান রে
আটকে দিয়েছে ভাই বডি লক করে দিয়েছে
সাড়ে আটটা নট নাগাদ যা
that really set the stage for this round, make it very easy for the Vision Strikers. Of course, in Eco, it's going to be difficult no matter what for FS, but once you get that blade,
quality খারাপ হয়ে গেছে
that's one of those tools.
না ঠিক
He's one of those players who can turn
হ্যাঁ অলরেডি
around in a heartbeat.
ওদের এটা পুরো ম্যাপটা জুড়ে ওরা প্রথমে নয়েজ দিচ্ছে তারপরে তার একটা সাইডে গ্রুপ আপ করে ফিজ দিচ্ছে গেস করতে দিচ্ছে না
Very clean stuff here from Vision Strikers. 3-round lead. Solid beginning here in the first half, and
চেট এখান থেকে এগ্রো যাচ্ছে
in the LCQ where there's down so far at the very beginning and then have to run it back in the second half.
কি এক্সট্রা ডিভাইডটা দেখ, এখন এক্সট্রা ডিভাইড দেবে,
করেনি তো ডিভাইড
দেবে দাঁড়া,
Fairly successful for them.
কোন অ্যাস্ট্রা ডিভাইড আছে দুটো অ্যাস্ট্রারই
বালটোরি এক্সট্রা ডিভাইড দেখিস তাহলে তো জানতে পারি যাবি।
জেট কিন্তু খুব ভালো ইয়ে দিচ্ছে এগ্রো খেলছে
হ্যাঁ জেটের সাথে কজন আসছে দেখ,
হ্যাঁ এটাই আমার এক্স্যাক্ট এটাই পয়েন্ট
জেট একা এগ্রো দিচ্ছে না,
জেট প্লেয়ার
জেটের সাথে কটা ইনিশিয়েটর দেখ, দুখানা ইনিশিয়েটর জেটের সাথে,
ওই জেট মরে গেছে তো ওখান থেকে পিকও দেবে না ডেড
ও না ও নাইস রে
তিন খানা দেখ এখান থেকে ইয়ে ফল ব্যাক করে গেল
ব্রিচ ও নাইস ও নাইস
এই তো এবার দেখাচ্ছে 2-4
ওটা গ্লিচ হয়ে গেছিল তখন
Oh my goodness, gets 3. I mean, the Vision Strikers know he's there even. They get the information from the Trailblazer, and he's still able to get a triple kill out of it. An unreal play here from this Thai superstar.
এটাকে স্লো মোশনে দিতে পারে দেখাতে পারে সেরাই কিছু একটা স্প্রে দেখলাম
ট্রান্সফার
বাম দিল স্প্রে ট্রান্সফারটা
turns that round on its head for Full Sense. I love that kind of play.
Yeah, and it's just Vision Strikers being not necessarily on the same
এই স্মোকটা কিন্তু খুব জরুরি হ্যাঁ
they go one after the other rather than peeking and they get punished for
অস্টা কিন্তু খুব জরুরি স্মোক
now going to be eliminated off the rip. That's going to be the Seekers offline for this round. Lockdown Rolling Thunder still available. Buzz and Mako also both just one little pizza slice away from having their ultimates available.
That first pick
রেডেন ছিল গেম ডাকছিল গেম
হ্যাঁ
রেডেন ডাকছিল গেম খেলার জন্য
না
আর একটা রোলিং থান্ডার ও এফেক্টও করলো না ভালো জায়গায় দাঁড়িয়েছিল সাইফারটারে
এই জায়গাটাই ওই সাইফারটা যদি এইখানে ট্র্যাপ লাগাতো জেটটা ফাঁসতো জেটটাকে নিতে পারতো
শিওর
এই পোস্ট প্ল্যান কেউ খেলে অ্যাস্ট্রা আল্ট
এই আলটা দিতে বলি দেখ এই আলটা দুটো অ্যাঙ্গেল তুই এটা হাফ দিস না ওরা তুই ওদেরকে
আরে ওটা
অ্যালাউ
তো
করিস
পুশের আল্টে দিত আমি এটা তো পোস্ট প্ল্যান আল্ট এটা
পোস্ট প্ল্যান্ট আল্ট না এটা পোস্ট প্ল্যান্ট আল্ট এটা ওদের আস্তে আল্ট দিয়েছে কি বকছিস ভাই
তাদের
ওদের আস্তে অ্যাটাকারে আস্তে আল্ট দিয়েছে
হ্যাঁ সেটা তো পোস্ট প্ল্যানই তো
তুই পোস্ট প্ল্যান বল যেটাই বল তুই এই আলটাই দিবি এই আলটাই বেস্ট দেওয়ার জন্য
ও ও ভাই
কি বলছিস
রাউন্ডটা বের করলো দেখলি
সি প্ল্যান্ট হলে পোস্ট প্ল্যান্ট হারা খুব কঠিন
হ্যাঁ তুই ওর মুখটা দেখ
ওরা ওতে নার্ভনেক্স
doesn't matter doesn't give a fuck
নার্ভ স্ট্রং তার মধ্যে টিমমেটও স্প্যাম করে না
ওখানে কথা বলে না কেউ অত কারণ সবাই খেলা জানেনি যে আমাদের এটাই সমস্যা
কি আমরা
খেলা শেখাতে হয় খেলা
আমরা সবাই সব জানতাম সবাইলা ও নাইস ওয়ান রে নাইস রে
আরকেন এটা
আরকেন শেরিফটার মধ্যে কিছু একটা আছে ব্যাপার ভাই ভাই আমার হেভি লাগে আরকেনটা আমার হেভি লাগে ভাই প্রপার হেড লাগে আরকেনে দেখলি এরাও বলছে আরকান বাফ ইজ রিয়েল হ্যাঁ আরকেনটা কোনো একটা ব্যাপার আছে অ্যাকচুয়াল ব্যাপার আছে
জেট কি শটগান নিয়ে রয়েছে
না শেরিফ
অ্যাস্ট্রা শটগান নিয়ে রয়েছে
ও পজিশন ও নাইস রে নাইস ভালো পজিশন ছিল বে এই পজিশনগুলো ধরতে হবে ও নাইস ওয়ান
জেট দেখ নিজে স্মোক করে ড্যাশ করে তুই এটা করিস না
হ্যাঁ আমি করি এটা এইটা করি
এটা কোনোভাবেই রিটেক হবে না
না বস এটা ড্যামেজিং
ড্যামেজ করবে ওরা যতগুলো
ব্রিজ আল্ট মারে যদি ব্রিজ আল্ট মারে
মারবে না ভাই ইকো রাউন্ডে কি আল্ট মারবে কোন ব্রিজ আল্ট মারে ইকো রাউন্ডে
অনেকেই মেরে দেয় ভাই
আর যদি ওরা কনফিডেন্ট হই কি জিতবেই
দেখ মরে গেল আফটার শকই মরে গেল মালটা
পয়েন্ট বোঝ এরা জাস্ট ট্রাই করবে কিল বের করা যত করা ইকোনমি নষ্ট করার ট্রাই করবে এরা শুধু ইম্মা অ্যাস্ট্রা কি করলো
ওদের অন্য টিমের ইকোনমি হতে পারে
once they're able to get time on their post plants, they set up such great crossfires. They're able to back each other up. The utility is there to follow through. Everything you could want out of them. There's a little bit of a weirdness with King, but that's okay. You're still able to get Buzz in a great spot. They have no idea. It's a good flash.
Astra বেচারা ফ্ল্যাশ হয়ে বসেছিল
and then it's a double there for Buzz and Buzz. One of the
পায়েল দেখছিস তুই বুঝতে পারছিস কিছু
চেষ্টা করছি
টেকনিক্যাল পজ
তোরা কাজ কর পায়েল তুই যে কোনো একটা এজেন্ট ধরে নে সেই এজেন্টের খেলা দেখ সব এজেন্ট বুঝতে পারবে না
তুই এটা দেখবি ওপরের ম্যাপটা দেখবি তুই শুধু ম্যাপটা দেখ কি হচ্ছে
ম্যাপই দেখছিলাম এতক্ষণ ধরে মানে ম্যাপটা আমার কাছে ডিফারেন্ট লাগলো কারণ এ আর বি মানে আমি যেটা খেলি আর কি মানে পুরো আলাদা থাকে দেখেছিস তো একটু নিচে আর উপরে করে থাকে এখানে পুরো একটা লাইনে এবিসি সেটা দেখছিলাম ম্যাপটা
উপরে নিচে থাকে বলতে
আরে আমাদের ম্যাপ একটা লাইনে আছে এখানে ম্যাপে এ আর বি এর সি আছে
তোর রোটেশন অন করা আছে ম্যাপের মনে হয়
রোটেশন অফ করে দিবি রোটেশন অফ করলে রোটেশন অন থাকলে মাথা পাগল হয়ে যায় রোটেশন অফ থাকলে
তোর ম্যাপ কি ঘোরে
হ্যাঁ 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 হ্যাঁ,
ঘোড়াটা অফ করবি, ঘোড়াটা অন থাকলে বিশাল মাথা খারাপ হয়।
ওর জন্যই আমি লোকেশন বুঝতে পারি না যতক্ষণ না আমাকে মানে
না,
মাঠ না।
রোটেশন অফ করে দিবি। আমি সবার আগে যে অ্যাকাউন্ট নিই সবার আগে ম্যাপে রোটেশন অফ করি। কেউ রোটেশন আমার দেখা দেখি ওবি বললে ভাই রোটেশন অফ করে ভালো করে, যে একদিন নিজেই বললো রোটেশন কোনোদিনও অন রাখবি না, রোটেশন অন রাখলে বিশাল চাপ হয়।
আরে আমি তো সেটার জন্য ভাবলাম মানে এই ম্যাপটার ওই ম্যাপটা আলাদা।
না,
ভেবে
না।
ভাবলাম।
না এই যে রোটেশনটা ফিক্স আছে না, এই মানে ম্যাপটা স্টিল আছে, তুই বুঝতে পারবি কে কোন জায়গায় পজিশন নিয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে।
আরে আমার ম্যাপটাই রোটেট হয়, মানে যাচ্ছে তো ঘুরছে ম্যাপটা, খুব
ওটাতে প্রবলেম হয়, ওটাতে প্রবলেম
না।
হয়। আমি অনিকেতকেও বলেছি ম্যাপ অলওয়েজ ফিক্সড রাখবি, ম্যাপ রোটেশনে রাখবি না।
অনিকেতের কথা বাদ দাও, খেলাতেই পারে না ফালতু।
আমি তো জানি আমি খেলাতে পারি না, বলেছি আমি খেলাতে পারি।
হ্যালো,
বলো।
তুমি কি আমাকে খেলা শেখাবে না?
দাঁড়া এই খেলা দেখতে দে।
আরে সায়ন, কদিন
কত
পর
খেলা
ভাই।
তো দেখবোই, শেখাতেও তো হবে নাকি? অনিকেত
কি
নিজেও
হলো
পারে
রে?
না আর আমার উপর চিল্লাচ্ছে।
এ সায়ন,
আহ,
আচ্ছা তুই আমার কথা বল, তোর কি মতে বলে ম্যাপের রোটেশন থাকা ভালো নাকি ম্যাপ ফিক্স থাকা ভালো?
হ্যাঁ
ম্যাপ ফিক্স থাকা ভালো নাকি রোটেট থাকা ভালো, মানে রোটেট করবে সেটা থাকা ভালো? নাইস।
কেন?
এটাই বলছি না, এই যে অনেক
ডিপেন্ড করে
মানে না আমার যেমন দেখ ফিক্সডে আমার সুবিধা হয়,
যেই প্লেয়ার অ্যাগ্রেসিভ খেলায় তার জন্য রোটেশন দেখা ভালো।
আমার তো ফিক্সড রাখা লাগলে আমার
যেমন
বেশি
ধরেন
সুবিধা হয়।
রেজ জেট এদের রোটেশন রাখা ভালো।
না হ্যাঁ আমার তো একদম ফিক্স থাকবে ম্যাপ, তবেই সুবিধা মরবে একটা।
অনিকেত
বলো।
আপডেট
বলতে
সেটা তুই দিবি আমাকে।
কিসের আপডেটের কথা জিজ্ঞাসা করছো বলো?
তুমি দেখেন না গ্যারেজ কন্ট্রোল
2.6 চলছে।
একজনের একটা প্লেয়ার
কিরকম একটা কথা বললো, কি আপডেট চলে গেল
দাদা বলো। দাঁড়াও, টাকা বার করে যাচ্ছি।
The Vision Strikers push, but they kind of lost track of the Vision Strikers after that Trailblazer from Lammy Snacks. They really didn't know exactly where they're going. They weren't sure if it was going to be A or C. There's still a lot of time and opportunity for the Vision Strikers.
স্ট্রিম গেম দেখছি রে।
কি হয়েছে? কার টিম লিকুইডের করোনা পজিটিভ হয়েছে?
আমি জানি না তো।
কার?
কি জানিস তোরা কি দেখছিস?
তুমি কিসের আপডেটের কথা জিজ্ঞাসা করছিলে বলো আগে তুমি, তারপর আমি অন্য কথা বলছি।
খেলা চালিয়ে রেখে
কার
দিয়েছে।
করোনা হয়েছে শুনে একটু, কার করোনা হয়েছে?
বলছি কোনো আপডেট এলো আর?
তোর কন্ট্যাক্ট তোর তো নতুন না কালকে না, ওটা তো হবে, ওটা তো নেক্সট লটে হবে রে।
আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ মানে সেটাই বললাম, মানে আর কোনো কেউ করলো মানে বলছিল ঢুকবে বলে?
আপাতত তো কেউ কিছু বললো না। 5 জন আছে আর 5 জন লাগবে।
দুজনকে তো হলো, একটা ডুম একটা স্বর্ণপদ, আমি এই দুজনকে চিনি। স্বর্ণপদ কেন বংমেডে?
ব্লেজকে বলেছি। ও জানবে কি করে? ও জানে না, ব্লেজ জানে। আমি ব্লেজকে বলেছিলাম।
ব্লেজকে বলেছিস? আমি জানি না ভাই।
হ্যাঁ ও জানে না, ঠিকই তাই। আরে আমাকে আগের দিন স্বর্ণাবদা বললো বলার জন্য, তো ব্লেজ কি ল্যাদ খাচ্ছে নাকি? স্বর্ণাবদার সাথে কথা বলেনি ও?
না ও তো
নাও কাজ করছে এখন, সবাইকে কন্ট্রাক্ট প্রোভাইড করছে এখন।
তার মানে ও সেটাই করছে।
কালকে ব্লেজকে করে দিয়েছি, ওই যে
আমিও ব্লেজকে কালকে টেক্সট করলাম, ও বলল কথা হয়েছে।
প্লাস
বাকি এখনো 4
না স্বর্ণাবদার ফর্ম ফিল আপ হয়ে গেছে, আমি আগেই ফর্ম প্রোভাইড করে দিয়েছিলাম স্বর্ণাবদাকে।
স্বর্ণাবদার সব হয়ে গেছে,
ওই 4-5 জন বাকি দেবে।
ব্লেজ বললো ওকে 2 থেকে 3 দিনের মধ্যে দিয়ে দেবে, কন্ট্রাক্ট দিয়ে দেবে।
2 থেকে 3 দিন? ব্লেজ কি পাগল নাকি?
জানি না ভাই,
মানে নিয়ে চলছে 2.0,
মানে স্বর্ণাবর আর আমি একই সাথে ঢুকবো যদি ঢুকি?
হ্যাঁ
একই স্লটে।
আর ব্লেজই সম্রাট তো?
হ্যাঁ ব্লেজই সম্রাট।
আমি তাহলে টেক্সট করছিলাম হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে,
আমার কনফিউশন ছিল এটা নিয়ে।
ফাজিলার 18টা 18.8 5 জন হলে নেক্সট উইক হবে।
কবেকার আপডেট দেখছো তুমি এগুলো? কোথা থেকে দেখছো আপডেট তুমি?
সাপোজ ধর ডেটুইং যে আর 5 জন ধর হলো না 2 সপ্তাহের মধ্যে, তাহলে
ওয়েট করতে হবে, আমার হাতে কিচ্ছু নেই। 10 জন কন্টাক্ট বানাবেই না।
পেয়েছে। ঠিক আছে
স্বর্ণাবও করবে নাইস।
শোন না, আমি আজকে স্ট্রিম করলাম বুঝলি তো, পুরো ব্ল্যাক স্ক্রিনে কি যে হলো আমি জানি না।
ও নাইস।
না ভাই, হোক না, অসুবিধা নেই।
আরে আমি সেদিন রুটারে স্ট্রিম করলাম, সেকেন্ড স্ট্রিমটা দেখি নাকি পুরো স্ট্রিমে আমার কথা আসছে, এদিকে ব্ল্যাক স্ক্রিন।
হ্যাঁ
ওটা
আজকেও তো তাই
যেহেতু
হলো
ভেরিফাইড
আমার।
স্ট্রিমার না, তো তাই জন্য ভেরিফাই হয়ে যাওয়ার পর কোনো অসুবিধা হয় না।
তারপরে তোর ওই স্ট্রিম করে দেওয়ার পর না, স্ট্রিম এন্ডের পর শুধু থাম্বনেল শো করে, যারা নাকি পরে ভিডিও প্লে করে। আমি জানি না কেন হয় এটা।
বাবা
ও ওটা ওদের দায়িত্ব ভাই, বোঝে।
ও ভাই
ভাই কি করলে এটা?
ও ভাই ভাই আমি শুধু অপের শটটা দেখবো আমি একবার, প্লিজ প্লিজ অপের শটটা
দেখ তোর ইউটিউবে ব্যাক করে দেখ।
আরে না আমি এখানেই দেখবো অপের শটটা। কি মারলো এই শটটা?
এখানে কোথা থেকে এখানে ব্যাক
আরে দেবে, রিপ্লে দেবে।
ঠিক আছে,
রিপ্লে দে রে
বাবা, একদম ঢুকেই গেলাম ম্যাপের ভেতরে একদম।
তোমার রিপ্লে দিল না ভাই, কি দিল ভাই শটটা, উইথাউট স্কোপ কাছে এলো ফট করে মেরে দিল শটটা।
এই যে এই গান বাড়িটা দেবে আমাদের, এই যেটা লাগানো আছে।
সায়নদা বলছে কি মনে হচ্ছে 9-3 কার্ডস লাগবে ভিশন স্ট্রাইকারের?
আপে
সায়নদা
এমনি জিতবে তাই না? নেই মনে হয়।
তোর গেমের সাউন্ড কই ডিসকর্ডে?
গেমের সাউন্ড আছে
ও
তো,
তো
তুমি মিউট
মিউট
করে
করেছে,
রেখেছো।
অ্যাপ্লিকেশন শেয়ার করেনি।
ও না তো, আমি তো অ্যাপ্লিকেশন শেয়ারই করেছিলাম।
বলছিস
এই আমি আসছি তাহলে।
সেটা
না যাচ্ছে না তো,
তুই নুবরা
তো ডিসি করছে এতে।
ইউটিউব থেকে।
এ বলছি সায়নের মা এখন কেমন আছে? স্বর্ণাবর মা কি বলছিস?
সাউন্ড ফুল দেওয়া আছে টুইচে।
মা কেমন আছে এখন?
ঠিক আছে, আন্টি কে ছেড়ে দিয়েছে। হ্যাঁ,
কি প্রবলেম হয়েছিল?
ওই তো মা পড়ে গেছে।
আরে অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হয়েছিল।
না না, ওই যে বলছিলিস মাথা একটা কি দাগ দিয়েছিল, ওটা কিসের?
ওটা নার্ভের রিফ্লেকশন।
হ্যালো,
ওটা কোনো ইন ফিউচার প্রবলেম হবে না?
না না না
এ ভাই তোরা কি মানে এরকম গল্প করবি এখানে বসে, নাহলে আমি বেরিয়ে যেতে পারি।
না না,
গল্প করবি মানে?
গেম দেখবি না গল্প করবি?
না না, গেমই দেখছি। হট করে স্বর্ণাবর কথা বলি তো মনে পড়লো, করলাম।
Just absolutely insane. I mean, he's one of the best clutch performers in the world too. The guy has so many 1vx's. I can't even hold him in.
Absolutely incredible. But guys, that's the first half done. We're gonna throw back over to the desk to break down the action.
Yeah, what a start for Vision Strikers 9-3. I know we talk about
বাবা এরাও বলছে 9-3 কার্ডস,
9-3 curves, but 9 rounds there right off the bat, Sean. Great look at Vision Strikers.
I don't think there's any kind of curse that's going to save these guys in the second half, Yansu, because Stax is dominating this game with utility. He has a ton of frags to go with it, but dear God, his fault lines and flashes, he had 4 ults that half, could have been 5. You know, it was just unreal.
Round 6. He flashes from what I'm going to call Narnia all the way over so that they can secure the kill on John Olsen, who goes, I want to be, aggressive on the defense. We expect John Olsen to do that.
Push through A lobby.
And then the comms must have been wild because, of course, they're calling the Jets pushing aggressive. And he goes all the way from C long and goes, pop. And then like a 30-40 meter baseball throw of this flash. My goodness.
He jumped for it as well. It was great. But what did you make of the aggression from the side of Full Sense? Were you a fan of it?
Yeah, I actually don't mind it when you're expecting a lot of utility to burst onto site and you yourself might not be able to deal with it as much. Maybe disrupt before they even get to the point of being able to lay that utility down. I don't mind that. And we saw some really nutty 3Ks from some of the gunners from Full Sense. So when it works, it works.
Yeah, absolutely. I think their early rounds were great. It's their late rounds where they lacked. The 1v2 to RB in the A site, the 1v3 to Mako over there at C, right? I think Lammy Snacks made a couple key mistakes. The round after the bonus where he gets caught in garage behind the box, the round in 1-3 against Mako where he touches him and is the first death. Those are key deaths on very, very big rounds.
এ বলছিস ভিশন স্ট্রাইকারটা কোরিয়ান টিম না?
No, I just wanted to point out before we go forward, how many ults did Stax get? How many orbs was he farming?
Nearly 5.
He almost got 5. It should have been 5. It should have been 5.
এই ছোট ছোট চোখ দিয়ে দেখে কি করে ভাই?
Do you guys think
জিজ্ঞাসা করকা গিয়ে হাতগুলো দেখ কয়টুকুটুকু।
Yeah, 9-3 curse. It happens.
It doesn't happen here, though.
I mean, Sean is very adamant it's not happening. I'm going to get on that boat as well.
Oh, well, Sean and Jess are both very adamant that Vision Strikers are going to take this. Paper Thin and Achilleos, over to you for the second half.
Thank you very much, Jinzu and Co. And here we go, straight back into the action as we dive in. 3-9, crazy run back. Happening right here for the side of Full Sense. They're all over onto the attack. This is where they do excel. Let's see if they can pull it off. Vision Strikers, of course, very well known for the defensive setups.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of taken what FS usually likes to do onto Haven, at least when we've seen them in recent history, and that's try to go for B pushes. FS is one of the best B site hitting teams I've ever seen here on Haven, and Vision Strikers is very set up to kind of bottle that up and contain it. You can see they're already drifting in this direction towards the garage as well, but the Vision Strikers are getting aggressive. They want to push forward, but these shots, this Trailblazer is going to give a little bit of information over here, but Chalala a little bit late on that shot.
Yeah, it does get the days out that forces the Cyber Cage to be used. Slams it down to the ground. Vision Strikers say, okay. Well, it's just going to cycle back. Looks like RB still going to play forward. But they're anticipating that this is not going to be an A hit. That's why you're going to see two members cycling back so they can have a faster rotate and leave RB further forward, just in case.
And obviously, this is such a huge round for FS. Excuse me. They really, really, really would like to get this pistol win. See if they can find something. But King,
30 seconds left.
Kind of an awkward place here. Looks like they are going to be setting up for the C hit. Time's running down.
Yeah, it looks like King may have just spotted it out. Does have that frenzy available. John Olsen pushing forward. Stax managing to find the first kill. Superbus will get rid of the enemy killjoy, but Stax is good for 2. Nice little shutdown there, try to fast track that rolling thunder, but it's taking a considerable amount of damage, and RB doesn't have the healing, so Stack's gonna have to play this out a little bit more patiently. RB, however, gets himself out into long. Doesn't get that
প্লান্টই করতে পারলো না
নাইস রে
করছিলটা কি ওর কাছে স্মোক ছিল ও তো প্ল্যান করলো না কেন
নো আইডিয়া
I mean, what are you going to do against Stax when he's on fire like this? He's just clicking heads everywhere he goes. This is what he's known for. He's one of the
ওর তো সিএ জেনারেটরের পাশে তো এক্সট্রা স্মোক করে দিয়েছিল তো স্মোকে প্ল্যান দিল না কেন কি করছিল
That's about the only guy who ever tops him in that stat. He's just unbelievable. Pistols, guns, it does not matter. He is just doming people.
Incredibly clean here from Vision Strikers, and now we're just 3 rounds away from trying to take this. Looks like we do have a technical pause, so we'll get a little bit of a lull in the action for now. Allows us to just go ahead, take a little bit of a stock check, you know? Seems like from the side of Full Sense, despite their heavy disadvantage that they find themselves in right now, still looking to play this out normally, not going for any purchases at all, other than Superbus, a little bit of star action in there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I thought this, FS is a team that will occasionally, push the envelope on these eco rounds, on these anti-eco, let's call it that, when they're on the back foot after the pistol round. And I think this will be the opportunity to do so. I was kind of curious if they were going to do it on the first half as well, but Vision Strikers winning both pistols makes it pretty likely that they're going to come through and win this. If you saw, I think at Masters 3 it was something like 85 or 89% of the time. Yeah. If you won both pistols, you were winning the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredibly damning stat here for Full Sense, but always just look at this as a bit of a warm-up. Granted, this is their map pick, so that does become a bit concerning. I mean, Breeze is still a map pick that very much shocks us from Vision Strikers, and I'm glad that is actually the second map and not the third, because I'm really curious as to what the hell they have planned for that one. Because for them to decide to go for Breeze is shocking to say the least. You and I were kind of running through what the map draft might look like coming up today. We were talking about it yesterday, and we're like, okay, yeah, they probably banned Ascent. That makes a lot of sense. But then where do they want to go from there? I guess Breeze. Because they like every other map. But
I figured it'd be Icebox. I thought we were going to get either Haven or Bind from FS and then Icebox from the Vision Strikers, but that got saved till last. So pretty interesting to see this from Vision Strikers. If you guys aren't familiar with this team, they almost never play Breeze. I mean, it has been like Yinsu pointed out on the desk. It's been almost permabanned by Vision Strikers. They really haven't liked it. I think part of that, in my mind, it's kind of a couple different reasons. Buzz is a pretty good sniper, not a great sniper, and also the Vision Strikers prefer the Phantoms, not the Vandals. And I think the Vandals are really powerful, in my opinion, on Breeze because of that instant one shot at any range, that you have.
You have a couple people that'll tend to trend towards the Vandal. Stax, of course, is one of them, because, I mean, we've seen so many highlight reels where he's just able to get these incredible spray transfers with the Vandal.
Lakia as well, if we go to that.
But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see what they do have prepared for that map. It's certainly exciting, but we obviously still need to get through these, what looks like to be the last few rounds. I hope that's not the case. I'm hoping that after we get on the other side of this tech pause, that Full Sense can come back in here, string a couple rounds together, make this a tighter series, because, you know, this is a bit of a wild card team. This is a bit of a dark horse potentially in this tournament. Maybe they need that kick to the lower bracket to kind of really get that drive going for them to be able to push through and try to make it out. But, you know, you would love to see it right off the rip. Go ahead, jumpstart the engine here in this first series.
Yeah, and it is their first LAN for Valorant here for the Full Sense squad. And I don't think that means quite as much because most of these players for Full Sense have played on LANs in other titles before. So I think there's quite a bit of veteran experience on this team. You know, John Olsen, PTC, widely considered to be two of, if not the two best tech shooting players ever in Thai history. So
এরা কি মানে ইয়ারফোনস ইউজ করে হেডফোনের নিচে?
John Olsen's got to find some kind of irrational self-confidence to just start clicking heads and start, you know, getting some value out of those blades, getting value out of the op if he can get to it. He is a guy who will go for it on attacker's side, by the way. So you got to be looking for that, because we saw him whiff that one on the Buzz, and Buzz punished him instantly with his own blade storm.
Yeah, it's just not really been on the ball, and I wonder if this is maybe a little bit of a product of the map itself, because thinking back to that Full Sense versus Northemption series in the grand final, it actually was not the greatest performance from John Olsen. Granted, it was round 5 in a grueling series,
yes,
but
everybody was real tired at that point.
But it was very much the PTC show in that final map. He was the one top fracking. I think John Olsen came out maybe 3rd or even 4th on his squad, so maybe, you know, Haven, not where he really finds his groove. Perhaps he's going to excel a little bit more when it comes down to Breeze Icebox. We'll have to just wait and see if we can make it that far. Couple shots flying out. Look at the tag up. Mako there in the back. I see sight. Don't manage to get any connections through.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see this map come through here. This is a map that Vision Strikers has said it's their favorite map to play. Now, their results are good, not great on this map across a lot of their play throughout the last year, but they're still, you can see here today, they're really, really strong, especially on the attacker side. This has been kind of the MO of Korean teams. They are so strong because of their ability of their timings, their combos, their kind of polished perfection that they try to achieve.
Corner shot out to John Olsen as he peeks out towards long. Backed up just a bit. Hawk going to go over the wall. Detroit will confirm their presence. Fault line. It actually does manage to connect onto RB, but push isn't coming through yet, so he's going to be able to remain safe. They'll hear the orb take. 3 members approaching through the sewer, and Lamisax gets a very nice headshot there onto Buzz. John Olsen as well, pushing in from long, cuts down RB. That's going to be a man advantage here for the side of Full Sense. We'll see if they can translate this into a round win. Nebula comes up, denying vision away from Stacks in Heaven. He'll rotate back down. It seems like it's going to have to be a 3-man hit through this alley access.
There's nobody on that covey. That was just pinged by the Vision Strikers, so they're thinking somebody's going to be around that corner, but nobody's there. There's not much utility left here on the side of FS, though. There's that gravity well that King's going to find himself stuck in. Is going to get out-traded by Superbus.
Yeah, gets mowed down with that recovered Spectre. Stacks now trying to push into the site. They'll see Mako on the one side, but they manage to find 2 kills. Stacks comes up with a second. John Olsen taken down. The right clicks from PTC.
Oh, nice.
PTC peeks the corner, gets the Red Bull clutch. Full Sense say, we're taking this round. We're not going down with only 3 under our belt. They will find a 4th.
Talking about him, Achilleos. PTC comes up huge when FS needs him most. What a play there around the corner. Knows that Mako's probably going for the half here on this Red Bull clutch. And look at this. There's the right clicks, gets Stacks, who had just taken 2 down, and then right away catches Mako as he's still trying to get to the half, and then probably going to pull up, but he's got the great senses, the great timing from PTC.
And what a swing. Now look at the weapons here for the side of Vision Strikers. Going to be kicked back onto the pistols. 3 sheriffs rather, in hand, 2 classics. As they look to stave them off. I mean, this would be one hell of a thrifty from Vision Strikers to pull it off, but it seems like Full Sense should be able to get the ball rolling here for the very first time.
ও ভাই ধরে নিয়ে এসে তাও
বল দিছে না
Tries to pull away. Seems like he'll be okay. Rolling Thunder just looking to dissuade them from advancing forward into the garage.
Yeah, they do have Rolling Thunder available. That's where I wanted to go with that.
I should say.
Yeah, I was curious. Sorry, I baited you there. That was my fault, Achilles. I was going to say that PTC is sitting on that Rolling Thunder. I mean, kind of mirroring what we saw with Stacks on the breach here. It's such a valuable ult.
Mako just trying to dip and dodge around the bullets. 30 HP remaining for him as he does get tucked away into the copy. Let's see if he manages to find Super Bus. He's thinking about creeping out, but rotation's coming through. Guiding Light not going to spot anything in long. Buzz hasn't seen anything yet. Should have an inkling that they are getting ready to move up.
Just double stack.
Does he go for the peek? Blind in, they look for the peek.
Oh, shot.
Sound two. Super Bus, however, answering back, and John Olsen found one as well before he did fall. Still good kills out for full sense. A 3v3. Spam shots coming through. Lammy not going to hit King. He's actually going to push into the Nebula. He's getting aggressive. His back is turned. He gets the headshots through. Spike's still going to be planted, but now it's going to be rifles recovered. Turret goes out. Super Bus has crept over onto that right side. It's short. See if King scouts this out. He sees the gun barrel. He goes for the peek, and King will get struck down. Shalala will find stacks, and now it all falls to Mako. 30 HP in a dream, but it's going to become a nightmare rather quickly. They put him on the ground, and Full Sense find themselves a 5th round.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid eco here from the Vision Strikers. That little set play from RB and Buzz. They don't give the information away to Lammy Snacks' Guiding Light. They're ready around the corner. They pop. They come around the corner. RB gets 2 with that Sheriff. Incredible stuff here from the Vision Strikers to at least get something out of an eco round. And then King, lurking around on the site, gets a gun, but Super Bus, nice little maneuver there to get over into that corner to catch King off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. King going aggro, Super Bus matching, comes up trump, very nicely done. And without that play, you have to suspect that Vision Strikers may have been able to steal that round away, so it's very good stuff from Super Bus. Now, Full Sense, see if they can keep pushing the envelope here. Full Phantom send here from Vision Strikers.
Oh, এটা ওই মালটা না?
And the 2 Vandals in for Full Sense. Push forward, break down the garage door a bit. Spike going to be picked up, and it seems like they might turn their sights towards A yet again. Start inching forward, and Buzz lurking in sewer at the moment, peeking into a lobby.
Super Bus able to keep himself hidden behind that corner. Going to try to set up a few stars here and there potentially. They're going to lead the way with the Trailblazer toward Buzz. Immediately, RB rotating over for the assistance. Stacks filling in onto the B link side of things. Coming out here from Super Bus.
That's a bit worrisome here if you're Buzz. Stun comes out, but actually they're not going to push into him. Thunder. Let's get cleared out. Oh, John Olsen looking away for just a moment, but does manage to identify that Sax is behind the box. Gets that kill. Mako in the meantime trading out. Super Bus will fall off screen. John Olsen though. Tucked away left side on this alley access as Mako makes his way into heaven. Pushes out King, ready for it. Doesn't take any damage either. Comes up with a clean kill.
Unbelievable. This angle here from RB and Buzz is going to be killer potentially for FS.
Just waiting out the aftershock. Buzz making his way forward, spots PTC, gets him in the head. Lammy trying to get the cross, doesn't manage to transfer it into the second player. Chalala, he needs to do it, he can't get it done. Only managed to find one. Odds were stacked against him. The spike will be defused. Vision Strikers now just 1 round away from guaranteeing overtime, 2 from taking map 1.
Dude, RB does such a good job of making the Rolling Thunder from PTC virtually worthless and keeping Buzz alive. He's throwing his Guiding Lights down the hall here to keep Buzz safe, to not allow that push through short, and that keeps short safe for both of those players, gives them the crossfire, and then they're able to just come through 1, 2, 3. King picks up a couple big kills along the way. This Vision Strikers team is so disciplined, they're so smart, they're so savvy. It is almost impossible to break through their defenses.
And that gives them the lockdown. They have such great defensive tools now available to them with the Rolling Thunder as well.
Get out of my way.
That's going to be the Blade Storm pop by John Olsen. Spots 1. Mako again going to be in the back of sight. And he's just going to go ahead and use that opportunity to get across to the opposite side. Playing that back left corner. You can see John Olsen peeking around the box. Not necessarily privy to this information that Mako has transferred spots. Maybe they're going to be popped. That's just going to further delay. King standing there just in case he needs to use the lockdown to further dissuade them.
Yeah, not much information gained here for Full Sense. They don't really have much of an idea of where the Vision Strikers are or what they want to do. There's nobody that's pushed up towards Ace. You can see the pings coming down here for the Vision Strikers as they know that the push is beginning towards A main here. Trailblazer is going to start out RB. Yep.
LOL.
RB trying to go for the push here.
Hard bear.
Vision away though.
Gandu.
Very nicely timed there by Chalala.
Gandu, huh?
Nicely done by him. Keeps his team alive, and it's going to be a rotate back over towards C. Bidding now, making their way forward. No one's going for the garage approach. It's just going to be a full 5-man hit. Straight up default. dash into the smoke. Blades are out. Oh, but he's going to be whipping them. Still manages to draw down with the classic. Finds stacks in the head. Mako in the meantime finds two, and King will strike down John Olsen. PTC comes up with one. Gets rid of the Astra. Gets rid of the Killjoy. Now 2v2 for the retake. Vision Strikers, they spot one. Chala takes him out. Lightstorm's out.
Oh!
In an instant, the defuse is there, and Vision Strikers have locked in their 12th round win.
Unbelievable. Buzz just hits that blade storm and doesn't hesitate for a second, just gets up in the air on top of BTC, who had done such a good job of busting that site open for full set.
ভিজন স্ট্রাইকার টিমটা আবার কেমনই
কেমনই মানে
just enough in the tank to get that done.
আচ্ছা ওদের
Mako getting an incredible
ওদের গেম প্লে অন্যরকম
ওদের গেমটা খুবই আলাদা
punish there for the strikers and Buzz up
ও
and over.
ভাই
Gonna get the clutch. Oh my god.
Very clean, very smooth there from Buzz.
মানে কেমন গেম প্লে বলতে পারিস, মানে আনসার্টেন।
Highlighted why he's been put into so many.
দেখ হলো এই আর হলো টিম সিক্রেট
You know, players that are
দুটো টিমেরই গেম প্লে সালা কেমনই
আরে কেমন বলতে চাইছিস?
আনঅর্থোডক্স বলতে চাইছ।
Again looking to play.
You can't guess.
Nice little duo here over at a long. Trailblazer will start. Buzz looking for the peak as they go to destroy it. Takes a little bit of damage. So does John Olsen.
This Buzz RB combo has been absolutely fantastic. They're playing off each other's utilities so darn well. With a good fault line, Buzz able to dash out.
মানে এদের আল্ট খাচ্ছে একবার ওদের আল্ট খাচ্ছে ওই দুটো প্লেয়ার।
ভিজন স্ট্রাইকার এমন করে খেলে না, মনে হয় যেন ওরা গার্লফ্রেন্ড বলেছে আজকে খেলে না আসলে
দেবো না,
ব্রেকআপ পুরো।
সালা ডুম বলে দেবো না।
মালটা কি মিউট করে গেছে নাকি মতো আমাকে?
কে
এই এটা
স্ট্যাক্সটা
সায়ন
মনে হয় যেন
জিজ্ঞেস কথা ডিসকর্ড আমি মিউট করে গেছে নাকি?
স্যার ডুম কি মিউট আছে নাকি?
না না বল না,
মনে হয় যেন সরকার বলেছে জিতে আসো না তোমাদেরকে ফাঁসি দেওয়া হবে।
ভাই কোরিয়ান টিম ভাই, আর কি বুঝতে করছি
এরা কোরিয়ান না,
ওদের মাউস মুভমেন্টটা অন্য ধরনের।
এরা ওই হেডফোনের ভিতরে ইয়ারফোনস পরে।
আবে ওটা কান গরম রাখার জন্য।
আচ্ছা
আর আসছে
We're going to be able to push them to the limit. You did not want to see Vision Strikers start things off cleanly, especially when it's on the map pick a full sense. Unfortunately, this just wasn't enough for them.
আলাদা কিছু একটা খেললো ভিজন স্ট্রাইকার।
ভিজন স্ট্রাইকার আর্টিস্ট দেখেছি শালা কি ছোট ম্যাচ হোক কি বড় ম্যাচ হোক কি ওভারটাইম হোক কি হোক শালা কে একটা জোর আছে মাঝারে।
ওদের মধ্যে না প্যানিকটাই হয় না। আমরা যেমন 1v3 হলে প্যানিক চলে যায়।
একটা হলো আমাদের এই G2 ছিল,
G2 তাই কেউ প্যানিকলেস, মানে ইমোশনলেস প্লেয়ার।
কেউ প্যানিকও করে না, কেউ
ইমোশনলেস প্লেয়ার, এরা ইমোশনলেস।
এগুলো হ্যাঁ নরমাল, ওদের এখানে যাই হোক সবকিছুই নরমাল।
Full sense for their sake. Let's hope that they can draw back because we know that they can perform better than what they showed us here in this first match.
আটলো টিম সিক্রেট কেস্টার তিনটেই খেলা
কি রকম গেম প্লে,
একই গেম প্লে একই স্টাইলে কি খেলে কেন না। একটা টিমে কি হয় বলতো, যখন একটা গেম নরমালি কি হয় ম্যাচে একটা অডিয়েন্স অনুযায়ী একটা স্ট্রং টিম একটা উইক টিম হয়, মনে মধ্যে ভয় থাকে ভাই সামনে স্ট্রং টিম বা স্ট্রং টিমটা মনে ভয় থাকে ও তো বাচ্চা প্লেয়ার বা তো স্কোর চলছে 10-1 আর টেনশন থাকে ভাই 10-1 হেরেই তো যাবো, ওরা এত পয়েন্ট স্কোর করে আছে। এই তিনটে টিম কিছুতেই কিছু হয় না,
না এদের কোনো ইমোশনলেস টিম, বলছি না ইমোশনলেস টিম। ইমোশন বলে কোনো কিছু নেই এদের,
ভয় লাগে না ডর লাগে না
কিচ্ছু লাগে না, দে লেওড়া যা হবে
মারতে লাগবে। যখন ডিফেন্ডিং এ দেখবি ওরা অ্যাটাক ডিফেন্ড করবেই না, 5 জন মিলে দেখবি স্পনের কাছে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে।
কি হয়েছে
দিয়ে যখন অ্যাটাক করতে ঢুকবে তারপর 4 জন মিলে ঢুকবে।
কি হয়েছে বুঝলাম না।
ভিজন স্ট্রাইকার বা এই টিমটা দেখবি সাইড পুরো ছেড়ে দেবে।
হ্যাঁ
পরে ম্যাচটা দেখবি
হ্যাঁ
সাইড পুরো ছেড়ে
হ্যাঁ
দেবে।
জানি
একজন খালি মরবে দেখবি, একজন মরবে বাকি ওকে সাইড ছেড়ে দেবে, মানে আমি বোঝাবে যেন সাইডে 2-3 জন আছে, দিয়ে একজন মরবে কিন্তু অ্যাকচুয়ালি সাইডে কিন্তু কেউ নাই একজন ছাড়া।
হ্যাঁ
ওই একজনটা হলো অ্যাকচুয়ালি মানে ড্যামেজার, মানে ড্যামেজ দিয়ে মরে গেল, বাকি 4 জন মিলে অ্যাটাক করবে প্রত্যেক রাউন্ডে তাই করবে। ওদের রিটেক কোনো স্টাইল আলাদা, পার্টিকুলার রিটেক না।
কিরকমই একটা ওরা রিটেক করে, এই দিক
হ্যাঁ,
থেকে
ওদের-
ওই দিক থেকে
না,
14 দিক দিয়ে ঢুকবে
রিটেকও
একসাথে।
লাইন আপ আছে, রিটেকও লাইন আপ কেমনই চালা। আর ওর গেম প্লে গুলো না দেখলে না কেমন কেমন মনে হয় না কেন
কায়ে করে বে ऐसा
এখানে এমটা ভালো, গেমটা দেখবি মনে হবে যেন ব্রোঞ্জ সিলভারের গেম।
কিরকম একসাথে ঢুকে যায় দুমদাম 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 করে এরা। হুম
আসে না, শর্ট হতে দাও একটা ইন্টেন্স একটা।
হুম এদের ম্যাচগুলো তো তুমি ইউটিউবে দেখছো? হ্যাঁ কি হচ্ছে? কাইডি কাইদে কাইদে স্ট্রিম কাইডি এভারেজ জন্য থাকবে তো আজকে মনে হয়। কাইডি হেভি দেখতাম। কাইডে নাকি? কাইডে ওপি অ্যাওয়ার্ড মাথা ব্যথা করছে। হকায় ও আচ্ছা তো হকায় রিলিজ করেছে।
ক্লাউডের আবার 60,000
শাউট শাউট অন্য জায়গায় শুরুতে
এটা আজকে দেখে লাভ নেই।
টিম লিখো আরে কাইডের দেখে লাভ আছে, এদিন সেন্টিনেলস এর খেলা।
হ্যাঁ
সেদিন কাইডের দেখে হেভি মজা লাগে।
টিম লিগের এভারেজ জন্য
তো কালকেই তো আছে টিম লিকুইড আর ইয়ার সেন্টিনেলস। আজকে রাতে মনে হয় বলছি তারা
আর দুটো আছে।
এখনো দুটো ম্যাচ বাকি আছে, প্রতিদিন 3টা করে ম্যাচ।
তারপরে
ফাইনাটিক ভার্সেস C9 আছে। ও আজকেই তো ফাইনাটিক ভার্সেস C9 না? ও কালকে আছে গ্যাম্বিট ভার্সেস TS টিম সিক্রেট।
রেজ আসবে একটা মনে হয়। কিছু বলতে হয়
বাজ কে আমার তো মনে হচ্ছে একটা রেনা আসবে এই ম্যাচটাই মোস্টলি ব্রিজে। রেনা জেট থাকবে আর আমার রেনা রেজও নিতে পারে, রেনা রেজের কম্বো করতে পারে। পয়েন্ট। পয়েন্ট আছে। দেরি আছে স্টার্ট হতে।
So this is a round where it's round 4 where there's actually an aggressive push here coming in from Full Sense, and they're going to use the breach utility to try to force Vision Strikers back and maybe find themselves a kill. You saw Mako jump spotting there, but instantly the reaction is so good. This is why you can't really pick breach into such a strong breach player like Stax. He is literally ready for it. He has the flashpoint ready. Mako is also committing himself to a position that is very strong against this. The fault line comes in and he flies for it after there reactively, right? They're bouncing off of it. So you see he's full blind John. Unfortunately, Snax is not able to get the kill on this, but Mako, even though he's fault lined, he tucks himself into this corner instead of this corner. If he had put himself here, then he would have actually instantly gotten killed and Stax would not be able to trade for him. So the way that he actually puts himself is very important. We're seeing all these tiny micro plays all the time against the aggression from Full Sense. So one more thing I want to point out is the way that Stax is playing this as well. You saw he ulted in the last round. He's going to get another ult, but more importantly, he's going to make the call for King and Buzz to push into Garage because as we just saw, actually down the side of the map, we had them pushing down Long C, so he knows it's going to be open. So two players are going to scale up against Limey Snax, take him out with barely anything just because of the way the map control is working. And here, focusing on Stax getting the ult orb. Oh, and what's going to happen now? We just saw a lot of aggression down Long C. We know that Full Sense is actually going to re-clear into Garage. They're going to go back over it. Let me pause here real quick. As we look at the ult orbs from him, he's getting one more. They're pushing this A site, which they know might be open because of the speed that they're taking this at, and he's going to get the plant down too. So literally last round he had the ult. There he gets another kill. That's what activates it, but he has to wait for the plant to go down as well. And that's basically the round done because Stax uses utility so well and also is playing the meta game, the overall game of the ult economy so well. RB finally in a position to really close this out. You see Stax using the rest of his remaining utility. RB gets pushed off, but at this point, the delay that Stax has with his Rolling Thunder right here, they could put themselves in such a good position for the post plant to finally wrap it up. RB using his utility as well. Stax will fall, but at that point, the round pretty much is running down in terms of time, so RB can play it as best as he can. There's really not too much besides this 1v2 in terms of utility compositions or anything. You can see PTC rushing it down to try to get the defuse, but there really isn't more time. RB is going to clean that up flawlessly, and I think that encompasses kind of the ideas that Vision Strikers were very struggling in terms of mid-round decision making, but that round specifically is an example of why that's no longer the case for Vision Strikers.
Thank you very much for that breakdown, Bala. You know, it does help for Vision Strikers that they're probably one of the longest standing teams to utilize the breach at one of the best top levels in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think utility, and I really want to harp on what Sean said there, this is their strength and it's also their weakness at the same time. If you know full well that you can get them on the early round, you are knocking out a lot of utility that they're banking on in the late round and in the post plant. So for me, I think Full Sense had the right idea, Sean. They wanted to go aggro early, but unfortunately they got caught off.
I definitely think they had the right idea on that round. Actually, that Bala broke down. The C-long push looked really well thought out. I thought Stax had a great counterplay. Lammy Snax getting caught in the garage is a huge fail, in my opinion. And I don't think that's Vision Strikers taking that ground because it's clear. They're trying to break a Cypher trip, which is exactly where a Cypher trip would be. So I think he just fell into a bad spot given their comp. And now we're going into Breeze, as you can see on the screen right now. And we don't know what Vision Strikers has in store. They haven't even played this map since, I think it was August.
Just one time, too. Yeah.
I mean, they had a pretty standard comp, right? They,
Yeah,
I think they
okay.
had like a Sky, Sova, Jet, Cypher. You know, like everything is standard. You know,
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago.
I mean, if they do pull that one out again, we could see a mirror matchup here because Full Sense, they like to play that comp as well. But also, I know you mentioned Lammy, but Sky is not his favorite agent. But on Breeze, Jess, he's expected to play Sova, so probably more comfortable for him.
You know what? Sova's one of the most comfortable sort of agents for him, so I will expect him to be a lot more confident on this map going in. Okay, yes, it's a map that they have pretty mixed results on, so the Sova for themselves will be the intel that they're looking for. But I mean, conversely, we're looking over the other side there, and King, he wants to hit that Cypher play.
Yeah, I mean, we were into the Prime Gaming Agent Select, and Sean, it is a mirror matchup.
It is, and these are the standard comps that we're seeing throughout NA as well. So not much differs here from the NA comps that you would see. Whereas on Haven, we didn't even see a Sova. That's incredibly rare in NA. This is right up our alley. I think a lot of the setups are going to be familiar.
I will say though, last time I watched this and I was taking notes on Breeze, and yes, okay, they've only played it like 5 times in the entirety of the Full Sense roster. We were seeing PTC on Reyna. He's busting out all over the map going, I want to do this, I want to do that. Sure, maybe as Sean, prefaced in the sort of pre-show, they won't necessarily be taking those matches as seriously as they would here. But I mean, I'm missing the Reyna just a little bit. I want to see him pull it out.
Well, the agents have been selected now. It's time to hand it over to Paperthin and Achilles to get into map 2.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Just about ready to hop into game number 2. I mean, again, not really sure what to expect. We see the drafts, we see the agent picks mirrored on both sides, looking fairly stock standard, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the strategies that they're using to execute onto these sites are going to be things that we've seen before. Vision Strikers loves to break out new strategies, and when they come out with a map that you just absolutely do not expect them to pick, you have to suspect that they have something under their sleeve, that they're going to be showing us something a little bit new, perhaps.
I think we got to see something very different from them. I assume this has been a map that they have been practicing like crazy. I think Sean was making a great point earlier about how having Fracture in the map pool means that you have to be good at either Fracture or Breeze if you're going to get deep into this tournament. And I think for the Vision Strikers, with stacks on Breach, Fracture is just a great map for him, and you don't want to play him on that map.
Buzz does get dazed there by the Trailblazer. Buzz making his way out onto the side.
দেখ সালা লাইন ফাইনের ভেতর দিয়ে ঢুকে ঢুকে
The spike will get planted. So far, no real damage getting pushed out, but as I say that, King, oh man, barely lines up the second headshot. Putting PTC down. 2 HP remaining for him. Now a 2-man advantage for the side of Vision Strikers. Buzz going to be taking the tailwind back up the side, over towards the cave. Keeps himself out of line of sight. Spots John Olsen there, but doesn't want to go for the repeat. Shock darts used. Buzz now playing on the cave side of Pyramids. Letting them push over towards him. John Olsen, though, as he rounds that side over towards Ninja, manages to get rid of stacks. Buzz falls down. King now with 3 kills, still somehow manages to come up with another despite only having 2 HP. Bites will try to buy some extra time. John Olsen looking to go aggro, but RB shuts him down, is looking for a little bit more.
What?
Like to try to get some kills here. Seemingly can't get the shot to line up. Mako will find the elimination, and King will survive through all of it. Vision Strikers takes another pistol round, albeit this time with a bit of confusing play.
RP runs out of bullet, just turns his back, tries to hide his head from his opponent. Oh man, I love the setup here for the Vision Strikers. Really, honestly, I mean, all of this is on the King. Getting these 2 opening kills lined up for him is huge. And, Mako going to swing around the side, help RB out a bit there. But RB here in a great position. If everything kind of goes sideways, he's still got 2 shock darts for the post plant. Vision Strikers, that's why you see them back off the site right away. They've got a lot of post plant utility that they're able to utilize on that pistol. They set up the wall to cut off the short side angle of A, get the plant down, and then they can back off. Just let FS come to them, and you can see, even though FS doesn't get killed along the way to getting to the Vision Strikers back lines, it doesn't matter. There's not enough time left.
Buzz for now just going to be lurking in Hall, peeking down, seeing if anybody's going to push their head out around the corner. They are not. Everybody now just going to be starting to inch their way forward to the shop. They can take that orb. First, they want to start with a drone. See if they can get this scout onto Superbus. It'd be really nice to try to get him out of this ninja's position. And there you go. He'll clear it. Buzz has moved up right alongside the drone, just escorting him into the site. Finds one. The wall comes down. Buzz is good for a second. Spots another over towards the stairs. Takes a little bit of damage. Will manage to stay alive. But John Olsen looking a bit worse for wear here. 24 HP remaining for him, and Buzz will find a third. Now on pace for an ace. Push comes out, and Lammy Snacks will shut down that dream. Nice little shot from him with the Sheriff. him and Chala versus the world, and that reads for the classic. Oh man, can he get the last one? He's running out of bullets, but King will say nope. Manages to get that elimination. So 2 members down, Vision Strikers will take that anti-eco. Full sense now. Rifles getting ready to come through in their hands. Let's see if they can win this round yet again.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of a change up here from the Vision Strikers in how they handle the post plant because they get those 2 big opening kills. Buzz is able to gain so much space there on the right side of the pyramids, and that just means that the Vision Strikers could push forward with those Spectres, really punish the encroachment of Full Sense here, just catch them along the way. Although Lammy Stacks has a Sheriff, and that's where things get dangerous on this map. These long-range guns, like the Sheriff, like the Vandal, can really change the tides of things. Lammy, it's a couple nice shots. It's not enough, but it's some value out of what could have been a really disastrous round for FS.
So right there, King 4-0 so far, just 2 away from having that. Oh, the push out. Timing there from Buzz, not ideal, but King will find a 5th kill. Shock Dart going to be locked in. King will get tagged up a bit. Seeker's now going to be used by Stacks. Go ahead and identify where the members of Full Sense are lurking here around the B site. Looks like maybe a triple approach. The Archers in the back. Otherwise, one coming through tunnel. Trailblazer not going to be able to find too much of anything.
How fanned out the Vision Strikers are, expecting some kind of lurk here, but they're going to get a ton of information out of that camera. They are going to see a lot of members, but Lammy able to turn it around, takes down King with the headshot.
It gives him his first dash. Oh, the dink goes through. Looks for a little bit more. Stacks putting quite a bit of damage into PTC and Chalala, but doesn't manage to find those kills. The bites are coming down, however.
What is this
and
lineup?
This is going to be a nice little lineup, but John Olsen pushes forward, gets a headshot onto RB. Mako around the back will fall. The fuse can come in. Cheeky little setup there for the side of Vision Strikers, but Full Sense, they get into a nice forward position. They catch RB off guard, so they can't further utilize those shock darts. They will get the defuse, and they will win their rifle round yet again.
Yeah, even though the Vision Strikers are able to get a lot of information, get some decent shots in, just superior firepower here is going to prevail for Full Sense. I like, the way that we're seeing the Vision Strikers set up for these post plants. We see this all the time with RB when he's on Sova. It's immediately him on the back line waiting to land some insane shock darts from downtown. And that's what he's trying to set up there, trying to bounce one over. Just isn't given the opportunity. Great recognition by John Olsen here to step forward, shut down RB, and not even give him the chance.
Fantastically done. Now we move forward. Buzz going with the operator here on the attacker's side. Looking to see if anyone's going to push around that right side of pyramids.
আরে কি আছে
Just out around the corner there from this camera, so Chala doesn't necessarily see him at all.
They sense something. There was a
কিছু নেই কার
so
জন্য
they're suspecting that somebody's potentially hanging
কিসের
out
টাকা
by
বলতো
the pillar, but right now, the Vision Strikers is just going to take their time. They're going to change the pace. They're going to slow things up. We haven't even seen the toxic screen come down as far as I can tell, so they're just really waiting to maybe go for an execute. But this is an early op here for Buzz, and this is great to see from the Vision Strikers. I was concerned about what their long-range firepower was going to be like, and this is such an important map for this player right here. Vision Strikers putting a lot of confidence in Buzz on this map. Is able to get the shot on the John Olsen.
Right as he peeks out. Buzz shuts him down. That is the Blaze Storm also online, but he will also find Chalala. Strikes him down. 2 kills for Buzz yet again. It's just been excelling over on these A-site attacks. Creep around the back into shop, but RB, he doesn't even have the gun out when he runs in, manages to draw down fast enough to out-trade PTC. Doesn't even take that much damage, and King finds Lammy lurking across into mid. All comes down to Super Bus, and with a Guardian, I mean, we've seen people pop off with Guardians in the past, but in a 1v5 clutch scenario, it doesn't seem good. And King is in his prime position. He's got 2 HP remaining yet again. That is when he is the deadliest.
That's the King buff right there.
You don't want to mess with King when he's got 2 health.
Yeah, Super Buffs here, this is a great gun for this map, but not much he's going to be able to do off it. Vision Strikers are fully retreating into uncontested territory, so there's no way that he's going to be able to find much value out of this. There's no way he's going to be able to get a gun upgrade, I don't think. The only gun that potentially could be available is over by the pillar in the mid.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way in hell he's going to try to go for that. So, yeah, Vision Strikers here, a clean execute, and again, this is all on the back of Buzz. The start of this round with these operators that is so crucial on this map. To be able to hit your long-range shots with the snipers is so valuable. And I was kind of curious if we were going to see any marshals, but we haven't seen any yet. I mean, this is just perfect. Yep, great lineups, great, recognition of the positions. What can you say? That's just incredible.
I love the ping into it as well. He's just like, here, and then just kills him. It's akin to Babe Ruth pointing out into the center of the stands and just nailing that home run.
I think it's more of a just in case,
Yeah. Good stuff there, but now John Olsen does manage to creep forward, gets that orb, can pop the Blade Storm here for this overall eco. Obviously, Superbus retaining his Guardian. Everybody else just going to be on Classics and 2 Sheriffs. See if they can make this happen. It would be a fantastic turnaround here for Full Sense. Stop Vision Strikers from getting those stretch leads that they so very much love to run away with.
Yeah, you can see VS just going to put the Toxic Screen a little bit deeper onto A this time. Kind of makes me curious what the post plant setup is going to look like here this go around, as it is going to be Stacks pushing well forward, and the rest of them are just waiting behind. So again, they're just going to be looking for some of these post plant situations. King going to be really important in Alley to lock this down.
They get in rather cleanly. Stacks trying to make his exit. John Olsen will get him in the head. Weapon not going to be in a recoverable position, so it doesn't help him out in that regard, but still a man off the board. Superbus, though, falling means that they have lost out on their one rifle. Oh, the timing! The push around the corner, and Mako cannot get prepared in time. Off shot, not going to connect there from Buzz. Does get blind, but RB manages to hold it down for 2 before falling to Lammy Snacks' shot dart. Buzz out with the blades, manages to cut down both, and takes the round for Vision Strikers, where it started looking a bit shaky.
I know that Full Sense just lost this round, but I really, really like the way they approached this.
Yes,
on the retake.
absolutely.
Coming into the post-plant scenarios, they've already identified what Vision Strikers is trying to do on their attacker's side, and they're trying to take advantage of it. Now, you know, Mako just caught in a little bit of a weird timing there around the corner as Viper's switching over to that snake bite, but that's okay. RB is there to pick up a double. You know, Stacks did get taken out early with that incredible headshot with the blades from John Olsen, but it is the right ideas. I mean, I think if FS has all their guns in hand on that round, I think that is a very different round there for the Thai squad.
Oh, for sure. It's a good damage dealt with the disadvantages that they were working with. Now have rifles back into their hands. And again, looking like, okay, John Olsen's going to be joining the Vandal party as well. We'll be outnumbering the Phantoms, and that's not going to be the most shocking revelation for us here, as we were already kind of chatting about it, given that it's on Breeze. Stack's not using the Vandal, though. Does still surprise me a little bit.
I mean, the Vision Strikers have really dedicated themselves to the Phantoms. It seems like they just converted 100% almost over to it. You know, for better or worse, I'd say there's maps where I feel like that's maybe not the right call, but King doing such a good job here on this long lurk. Gets deep into the defender's spawn.
All the way through Halls, right in the spawn. Really nicely done, and that is going to be the neural theft used to go ahead and spot him out. They say, okay, we'll shift over to the A site. We know that there's 2 there.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's now going to be used. Tax finding that ult for the second time. Door to be opened. Pulling back, but will get spotted, and King is in prime position. Cybercage to keep himself locked. Oh, he actually thought he got the kill. Turns away, turns back, and still takes down John Olsen. King is on an absolute tear right now.
Oh, you can tell he's just feeling it. I mean, when you're in the zone and you feel like your shots just enough of them just landed that you should get the kill, it was just shy. He's able to fortunately turn around and do it somehow. I mean, this is just King's round. He has really put himself on the throne for sure.
Starter আছে নাকি?
A little bit of a jiggle with the mouse. I don't think that shock dart went exactly where he was hoping it was going.
Starter আছে ম্যাচ।
On the lurk.
মানসতগুলো বললাম স্টার্ট হয়ে গেলে আমাকে ডাকবি।
আমি ছিলাম না রে।
Vandal in hand, and one's going to be taken right out of his hand. Stacks catches him in the head. And that is just going to be Lammy heading for the hills, tucking all.
আমি যখন নিলাম তখন 0-0।
Back of B site.
সেজন্য তো বললাম অনেকেত কোথায় গেল?
Vision Strikers continuing to plow onward.
এই আর ব্রিজটা দেখ।
Their 5th round win, 4-round stretch.
খাবার আনতে চলে গেছিলাম।
It's a very scary look for them.
I mean, dude, King's already halfway back to his neural theft.
সাইফার খেলতে হবে ব্রিজে আমরা খাবে।
Gets so deep, gets the information on where they are. That allows Vision Strikers to set up their toxic screen to go over the plant. Seekers are going to give them the information that there's nobody up in front of the pyramids. They can safely move in, get the plant down. King just continues to be an absolute nuisance there from the alley by the switch. He's just so good, man. I love to watch King play because when he starts lurking, when he starts getting that confidence, that's when you got to be real scared as the opposing team.
Yeah, John Olsen, Marshall in hand. Let's move down, peeking out a door into mid. No one really playing around that side. Does have PTC here for a setup. They want to try to go for a wide swing off the back of a blind. Vision Strikers very much playing around this, just going to be creeping forward.
I'm kind of curious about this Hunter's Fury from Lammy Snacks. Like, what is this going to look like here on this round? Because with the way the Vision Strikers are playing off-site, it makes it pretty difficult. You have to react pretty quickly onto the plant to get it to go. And here come the Vision Strikers right away, dashing right in, going for it.
Given his position, he's decently set up for plant denial. Spike's not yet moved through. He will start advancing that forward now onto the sides, on the back of the pillar. And that is going to be the call out here, but Hunter's Fury, he will tag one, but it's actually not the planter. Buzz is going to be taken down, so that's still going to be a win. Spike not yet planted. They also get the follow-up tag on the stacks, knocking him down to 70 HP, and suddenly this looks very good for the side of Full Sense. Updraft over the top for a target. King around the corner, throws down the Cyber Cage, gets the headshot dink, gets the finish on the Chalala, but then Lammy Snacks coming in from the right side flank, manages to strike him down. John Olsen finds the headshot onto Stacks off cam. Mako cannot draw it down, he cannot scope it fast enough, and suddenly he's all on RB. He's ready for Superbuzz to push into window, but he cannot get the shots off. They will wait out the bite, they will get the defuse, and Full Sense will put a second round on the board.
Yeah, this is such a good round for Full Sense. And first of all, I like the way that Stacks positions himself when he's going for the spike plant. He's just a bit further towards the defender's side than you would normally be planting by that pillar. So that's why the initial Hunter's Fury actually misses him, hits Buzz instead. So that's a nice little recognition play here from Stacks. But the follow-up here, again, from Full Sense, what we were talking about in that previous eco round, Achilleos, where they are swarming to the back lines of these post-plant setups. You know, Mako's back there waiting with the snake bikes, trying to find one. They don't even give him the chance. They just pressure him and RB and make sure that there's no hope that the Vision Strikers can ever get these post-plant setups going. It is so smart here from Full Sense.
Yeah, well, John Olsen having upgraded to the operator. Looks for a similar peek, goes for a blind shot just in case he can catch a straight target. Does not manage to do so. A couple guiding lights being thrown out by Stacks over towards the A site. Gives a nice little warning ping, so it seems like he did spot somebody. Dart out, Buzz pulling back just below the vent. John Olsen gonna be blinded.
Look at his lurk from PTC. He's getting
So tailwind forward, it distracts him for just long enough. King makes his way forward, gets the headshot out. Nice steady there from Buzz, manages to outtrade Superbuzz. Doesn't even actually get tagged up. All the bullets whizzing past him like he's Neo. Spike now going to be planted, just like that. Vision Strikers, as the pendulum swings, are looking to regain control of this game, not letting Full Sense try to string any rounds together. As for good measure, they throw down the pit. Mako says, come on in.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really difficult here for Full Sense. Buzz still...
Did he not see him?
I don't know if he did. I think the toxic screen came down just at the right moment there. PTC trying to flash his way through. Gonna take a little bit of decay damage there. They're just spraying in, but there's just nothing that Full Sense can get.
They gotta stay in.
Yeah, they can't break through these defenses, so it's time to just pull out.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead, pull back. I mean, King's getting himself into a decent little lurk position to maybe find the other members. He moves back down, peeks the doorway, sees that there's nobody there. PTC will find one for his trouble, so will not allow the flawless round to come through. So, takes one gun away, but fortunately for them, it's not the round victory that they were looking for. Vision Strikers maintaining a very healthy lead 4 rounds up.
PTC was moments away from getting into a flank, a huge flank onto Vision
আরে এই
Strikers.
জিনিসটা এত ভালো
They dial up this push at the exact right time, and it's just a great entry from Buzz. I mean, he's just so nuts. I love to watch this guy play. He is such a big part of the Vision Strikers here right now, and yeah, the Vision Strikers just find a great timing to hit the site, to get the plant down, they get the kills, and then it's just, you know, then they can wait it out. Then they've got the
ফ্যান্টম
এটা পুরো ডিস্ট্রাক্ট করে দিল
ওটাই তো বলছি ওটাই তো করা উচিত জেট নিলে
Unbelievable. RB just pushes up, just dry peeks him, gets him in the skull. John Olsen is not having a good go of it right now. Shut down yet again. Operator on the floor. You can see now. I mean, PTC is like, I was, you know, set up to play, you know, off of you. Now I find myself a little bit stranded in mid. There's that a couple blinds. We'll just cycle back over into the shop through cave now as they look to assault this A site yet again. Hunter's Fury going to be used by RB, looking to escort his teammates out onto the site. They're actually going to turn tail, make their way over towards B, because King says, hey, I'm in. There's no one here. It's completely unoccupied. But Chalala, look at this. Gets himself forward in mid, manages to find Mako, and now everybody's going to be rerouted.
বি সাইডে ঘুরছে
হ্যাঁ ওই তো কলটা দিল বি খালি ওই তো রোটেশনটা এলো
before he can get a kill. A little bit of damage done, but not nearly enough here, as still King locking down the backside of B. Only 2 members left for FS.
একজন ওয়েট করে গেল কিন্তু ও দেখ ইয়ে দেবে না দেখ ওর কিলটাই দেবে না ডিস্টার্ব করে যাবে কেউ কিলের জন্য একটা প্লেয়ার কিলের জন্য যায় না
কিলের জন্য যায় না এদের কাছে কিল চলে আসে এরা এমন ভাবে খেলে
ওটাই তো পয়েন্ট ওখানে ওই মালটা সাইফারটা ইচ্ছা করেই আগেও নিল জানে রাউন্ড জিতেই গেছি, একটা কিল
আর
পেলে ভালো।
সিরিয়াসলি বলছি, বেড বানায় নিজেদেরকে, জানে আমাদের যে টিমমেট আছে সে কিল বার করে নেবে ঠিক।
অনেকের কি মরে গেছিস?
আমার তাই মনে হচ্ছে।
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for PTC. He gets himself stuck out at such a wide angle. He can't pull back to the door, deny that line of sight. So Buzz, he gets to reset, peek back out, gets that double kill.
আর এদের টিম ফ্ল্যাশ হচ্ছে দেখছিস খুব কম।
কি হচ্ছে কম?
টিম ফ্ল্যাশ।
টিম ফ্ল্যাশটাও ঠিক আছে এখন, ওটা মানা যায় এখন, এই লিগে মানা যায়।
না, এটা যেটা করে রূপম স্কাই নিয়ে নোংরা টিম ফ্ল্যাশ করে ভাই, ওটা মানা যায় না।
পারে না, ঠিক আছে, আমার মেইন কমপ্লেন ওটা, আমার মেইন
বলে নাকি
কমপ্লেন
বলে নাকি আমি স্কাইয়ের ওই পাখিটাকে ঘোরাতে পারি না, বল ভাই। তার আসছে থালাটা রেখে।
Staring up at the top of the rope, says, we haven't really been watching Hulse. Somebody could have moved forward. Staying privy to that. John Olsen going to be dashing away from Ninja, tries to stabilize, gets the one tap there onto Buzz, knocks him to 45 HP, but cannot get the kill. Chalala, however, will manage to find King. Given how he's been performing on this map so far, that's a very valuable pick-off on his otherwise eco round. Chalala does have that Vandal in hand now. Up, gets one tap onto Mako. Chalala again comes up with two, manages to find 3 kills so far. Can he do more? Neural Depth going to be committed. Spike planted, the bites coming down. They'll use the drone pushing around the corner. RB with the off, cuts him down to size. Trying to spam through the wall, but just can't quite get enough penetration there. Find that elimination. RB's ready for the quick peek. Shuts down Lammy Snacks. Vision Strikers keep it rolling. 2 more rounds to go.
হেডে এম করলে লেগে যেত বে।
Man, he almost gets this done with that only assault rifle they have there. That Vandal for him, so powerful, but just not quite enough to overcome that eco. Not bad here for full sense, but Vision Strikers, yeah, doing a good job making sure that they're aware of the lurks through the alley. That doesn't really fool them. There was King's utility. There was a trap wire there, but that didn't get tripped because he got killed. But they're still ready for it anyway. RB doing such a wonderful job on the backside. Full sense here, Kilios. They're going to take the timeout. It's been just another runaway attacker side half for the Vision Strikers.
Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising to see that they're waiting this long to call a timeout. Normally you see teams, okay, we're down by 4 rounds, let's go ahead do that. They're down by 6 right now. They haven't been able to string the 2 that they have. We're not strung together back to back, as we can see there from the bottom graphic. It's been a really rough time of it here for Full Sense.
And this would have been the side of the map that I felt pretty confident for Full Sense. Just, get John Olsen heated up with the snipers, whether that be marshals or operators, but they're barely able to get there. And the one time that John Olsen had an operator, he got shut down by RB. I mean, RB just blasts him, just blooms him. And then what are you going to do? I mean, then the defenses start to fall apart here. You don't have that long-range firepower.
দেখলে এখন হিন্দিতে দিল।
দেখেছি অনেকবারই দেখেছি।
For Full Sense, something's got to change, and something's got to change fast. We've seen a couple nice rounds, but a lot of times their good ideas are coming on their ecos, and they're not able to convert that into further success. They found that 1-round win off of a bye, but that's it.
Yeah. It's been really rough, and I hate to kind of harp on him, but it's just John Olsen not really in the groove at all. We talked about him, ad nauseum coming into this event during the LCQ. It was him and PTC, the names that were being repeated. Right now, it's PTC occasionally, Superbus occasionally, Chalala here on this map. We're not seeing that dominance from John Olsen that we were very much expecting, and it seems like it's just a very.
বল কি বলছিলিস?
না কিছু না কিছু।
আমি হাঁকতে
বালচুর ছেলে আমায় ডাকতে বললাম।
আমি হাঁকতে গেছিলাম। খেলাম।
হাঁকতে না হাঁক দে?
হাঁকতে। Who cares? Everything is same.
This would be a hell of a run back here. At least 2 more rounds, make it a 4-8 half. Becomes a bit more plausible for Full Sense to try to turn around this map.
Yeah, and again, John Olsen, I don't want to ride him too much, but this has been the criticism of him, particularly, you remember, Kilios, when we were working with the SEA casters, Illustrato, Aserai, and Black and Blue, and they also...
ওদের ডিফেন্ডাররা দেখ, ওদের ডিফেন্ডাররা এমন না যে পুশ করছে না, ডিফেন্ডাররা পুশ করছে, কিন্তু দেখ সব পেয়ারে পুশ করছে।
ম্যাপ কন্ট্রোল নিয়ে রেখেছে, হ্যাঁ,
পেয়ারে পুশ করছে, কেউ একা পুশ করছে না,
কিন্তু মরে যাচ্ছে,
বা কেউ করছে না, মরে যাচ্ছে সেটা পরের ব্যাপার, কিন্তু আমি বলতে চাইছি পেয়ারে পুশ করছে।
মানে এমন না যে এ প্রান্ত দেখছে ও প্রান্তে, দুজনের মধ্যে যারা যে দুজন পুশ করে তাদের কমিউনিকেশন ভালো। দেখ যে আমি এই সাইড দেখবো, তুই আমি এই সাইড দিয়ে কভার দিচ্ছি।
খুব ফাস্ট এক্সিকিউট করছে কিন্তু
খুবই,
হ্যাঁ।
শুধু ফাস্ট না, খুব স্মুথ এক্সিকিউট করছে প্ল্যানগুলো।
আর আরেকটা কথা তোদের বলি না যে অ্যাটাকিং অফ নিস না, অ্যাটাকিং অফ নিস না। দেখ অফ নিয়ে এই এরাম অফ মানে যে অফ নিয়ে কনফার্ম যে আমি কিল বার করবো, কারণ অফের একটা শট যদি মিস হয়,
আমি বলছি শোন, অপে ও এন্ট্রি করাচ্ছেই না।
হ্যাঁ
ঠিক আছে, ও অফ নিয়েছে যখন জেট এন্ট্রি করাচ্ছে না, ওর এন্ট্রি ওর টিমমেট দায়িত্ব নিয়ে করে দিচ্ছে।
কিন্তু
আর
পেছন দিয়ে
একটা জিনিস দেখ, একটা জিনিস দেখ, ডুয়েলিস্ট কিন্তু একটাই শুধু ইয়ে,
ডুয়েলিস্ট ছাড়া এন্ট্রি হবেই না এমন তো কোনো কথা নেই।
এটাই মেন কথা, এই ভাবনাটা ভুল কি ডুয়েলিস্ট ছাড়া এন্ট্রি হবে না।
আমি সেটা বলছি না, আমি অপেরটা বলছি। তোরা বলিস না যে
অফ করিয়ে
হাট, এই অফটা সবার আগে এরাই নাবিছিল, ভিজন স্ট্রাইকার নাবিছিল। এটা বাজেরই অফ, ওটা বাজেরই অফ।
আমার তো মনে হয় ভাইপারের থেকে বলেছি
না রে, তুই দেখ ফার্স্ট
অপোনেন্টের ইয়ের অফ এল্ডার ফ্লেম আছে,
এটা বাজেরই অফ। বাজি নাবিছিল অ্যাটাকিং এ 3rd নম্বর রাউন্ডে,
অফ ফেলে দিল।
হ্যাঁ ফেলে দিল, জানি না কেন।
এটা কিরকম একটা লজিক না।
ওদের ইকো রাউন্ড, একজনের কাছে গার্ডিয়ান, একজনের কাছে স্পেক্টার,
দুজনা ভ্যান্ডেল।
এআরে বেশি ফায়দা হবে।
দ্রোন করতে করতে মরে গেছে, খারাপ
তো ফেলে আসছে রে।
হবে না এই রাউন্ডে হেরে গেছে।
আবার 9-3
try to make it a 10-2. Buzz, are you up to task? The drone comes out, he's gonna be shot. Miami with a quick little peek around the corner will strike him down. 3-9 yet again here as Full Sense get ready to move over the attacking side.
Yeah, I really like this from FS. They just put their foot on the pedal. That last round they tried to push up by the mid pillar to try to get something going, didn't work. This time it's just a slow and steady lurk all the way around from the long B side, and that
ট্রাই করো, অনেক কিছু একটা ম্যাপে ট্রাই করতে থাকে। কি বলতো টিমে না পুরো 5 জনেরই ব্রেন কিছু তো চলা উচিত, কিছু তো বোঝা উচিত একটা গেম সম্বন্ধে। একজন ফুল প্ল্যানটা করে, কিন্তু বাকি তো সেই প্ল্যান অনুযায়ী বুদ্ধি তো খাটানো উচিত।
সবাই যদি ব্রেন্ডেড হয় তাহলে হয়।
খুব সমস্যা হয়
আমাদের টিমে ব্রেন্ডেড
মারবো চিন্তা থাকলে আর কোনোদিনও হয় না।
তুই কি আমাকে কথাগুলো বিন করে বলতেই চাইছিস?
তুইও আছিস, রেডেন আছে, তুই তো সবে আছিস, তোকে নিয়ে অত মাথা ব্যথা নেই, তোকে নিয়ে অত খেলেই নিয়ে তোকে নিয়ে মাথা ব্যথা করতে
মানে বুঝলাম না,
তোকে নিয়ে তো অত খেলিনি না, তুই তো রিসেন্টলি আছিস।
মানে
বলতে চাইছে রেডেনের সাথে বা ওই টিমের সাথে অভিজা খেলেছে, তোর সাথে তো অত খেলেনি না।
তোর নিয়ে অত সিরিয়াস খেললামই কোথায়?
তো আমার সাথে যেটা খেলিস সেটা কি করিস? ওটা আর কি মারিস তুই আমার সাথে?
ও একটা 5 জনের খেলা আর 2 জন 3 জন নিয়ে খেলা আলাদা না।
তো সবাইকে ডাক না তুই,
আসতে পারবে না,
পরীক্ষা চলছে।
তাহলে কোনোদিনই খেলা হবে না, ছেড়ে দিতে পারবে।
পরীক্ষা বললে ওর হয়, ও 12 এর পরীক্ষা ভাই।
কিন্তু আমরা জোর করতে পারি না যে তোদের আসতেই হবে, এই করতে হবে।
বাড়ি থেকে গার্ড ভেঙে দেবে, কম্পিউটারটা নিয়ে গাড়ি ঢুকিয়ে দেবে।
জাস্ট সাপোজ
না,
মনিটর পিছন দিয়ে ঝুলছে।
এখন সবাইকেই এমল্যাব স্পন্সর করছে দেখছি।
সবাইকে এমল্যাব স্পন্সর করছে, এমল্যাব অনেক দিন ধরে ওইদিকে স্পন্সর রয়েছে, ওদিকে বড় বড় স্পন্সর রয়েছে।
না আমাদেরও দেখ সব জায়গায় এমল্যাব,
ইন্ডিয়াতে সবে ঢুকলো এমল্যাব।
এই ব্লুটুথ পড়ে আছে,
ব্লুটুথ
কোচের কথা শোনার জন্য।
দেখলি না?
ব্লুটুথ না তো ইয়ে পড়ে আছে, এরকম ওয়্যার্ড পড়ে আছে। এটা
আমার তো মনে হলো ওটা ব্লুটুথ না,
ওয়্যারটাতেই হেডফোনের রে বাঞ্চ
না। এই আমি বলছি যে পাতলা ওয়্যারটা ওটা এই হেডফোনের ভিতর দিয়ে, আর এইটার মোটা ওয়্যার। দেখ এই হেডফোনটার ওয়্যারটা মোটাটা।
না আমার ওটা ব্লুটুথ মনে হলো।
না ব্লুটুথ না,
ও হ্যাঁ কানে পড়া রয়েছে একটা কিছু
হ্যাঁ,
গান শোনার জন্য হতে পারে হতেই পারে ভাই
আমি
বা
ওটাই
কমিউনিকেশনের জন্য ওটা ইউজ করছে এটা হতে পারে
আমি ওটাই তো জিজ্ঞাসা করলাম কি ওটা কি পড়ে
কোচ
ওটা কি
কমিউনিকেশনের জন্য হতে পারে ওটা আমার
কিন্তু
মনে হয় কোচ
তুই
কমিউনিকেশন
আমার একটা কথা বল যদি কোচ কমিউনিকেশনের জন্য পড়ে তাহলে এই হেডফোন ওই ইন-ইয়ারের মধ্যে ওপর দিয়ে এই হেডফোনের সাউন্ড পাই কিরকম করে ভাই
ওটা
পাওয়ারই
কান
কথা
বন্ধ
না
করা না তো ওটা হালকা হেডফোন এই পুরোনো স্যামসাং এর হেডফোন গুলো ছিল মনে আছে সাদা কালারের
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
ওই মালগুলোর মতো
ভাই তাও সাউন্ড পাওয়া যাবে না
বাডালা না
আমি একটা কথা বলি
বলো বলো বলো
তোদের অ্যাজাম্পশন
হ্যাঁ
এক্সপেকটেশন হয়ে
হ্যাঁ
গেছে
হ্যাঁ এবার তুমি বলো
কিছুই বলছি না
কেন থামালে এত আমরা ইয়ে করছিলাম ভাবছিলাম তুমি আমাকে বললে না তুমি কিসের কথা কিসের ইয়ে চাইলে আমার কাছ থেকে
আপডেট
কিসের হ্যাঁ কিসের আপডেট
Vision Striker's in firm control of this.
Ooh, okay. John
Ooh.
Olsen, he was trying to go through door, got that denied away from him. Actually counter shut it, but manages to push in on top of RB, gets that kill.
Nice.
Now comes around the back and Stacks is not ready for it. PTC will find Mako. And this is looking very clean, but King will find two.
nice try, Tim.
Cleaned up and full send starts things off right foot forward. This is exactly what Sean just got done saying. They need to win this pistol round. They need to get the ball rolling. It's a fantastic start to the second half for full send.
ভাই একদিন এই ব্রিজে আমার এত মাইন্ড ফাক হয়ে আছে না আমি একদিন দরজাটা খুলছি ওদিকে দরজাটা বন্ধ করছে আবার দরজা খুলছি আবার বন্ধ করছে খুলছি বন্ধ করছে
দিয়ে কে করছিল বন্ধ
আরে অপোনেন্ট আমি এদিক দিয়ে খুলছি ওদিক দিয়ে বন্ধ করছে
Aggressive stuff here from John Olsen. That's when he's at his best, and I do see that Marshall coming through from him. This is what I want to see from John Olsen. He needs to get heated up with these guns, like the Marshall, like the Op, and that's when Full Sense can really start to turn the tides.
Creeping forward through Cave, looking for a target at the back of Pyramid. No one's going to be giving him the opportunity, and something tells me that Vision Strikers are very well aware that he might have that Marshall in his hand, so don't want to give him any line of sight whatsoever.
এই ভাইপারের ওয়ালটা কাদের টিম ভাইপার বলতো হ্যাঁ ডিফেন্সের বলতো গান শুনবো তাহলে তুই কি করবে
Something I would want to do. I mean, Soldom definitely gave it a few goes during APAC LCQ, but it is no easy feat. When the guy is feeling it, he is just, it seems like he's untouchable. It seems like he is just going to pop every head that he sees. But yeah, really slow one to start, but that Hawk going to come through and maybe lead the way for this Full Sense execute.
Does get a single blind out. Stack's starting to move forward. Blind's coming out. Oh man, Buzz! Point blank gets the weapon pick up, sprays him down. Chalala out of the fight. Lemmy Snacks will manage to shut him out. Goes ahead, recovers the weapon, but that is a huge amount of value here from Vision Strikers finding.
এই রে
মার এটলিক একটা
মেরেছে তো একটা
হ্যাঁ রিলোডটা মারলেই হবে
আহ
Will find that elimination. Lemmy Snacks cleans up a couple others, and now it's just going to be Mako on his lonesome. Scoops up the Ghost, 1v2. I mean, it's versus Spectre, it's versus Marshall. Spike is.
আবে দাঁত কালা নাকি ভাই অত ডিলে করে গেলে বুঝতেই পারবে রোটেশন দিয়েছিস তুই
Great timing on that by Superbus, waiting for the reload from RB before he peeks that again, knowing that
ও রিলোডও করেনি
কিল বের করা ট্রাই করছে জাস্ট
really nice stuff here, but that maneuver by Buzz, we'll get to it after this
ও
round is over.
গান ছিল
Reloads Mako.
Goodness gracious.
তাই জন্য ঘুরে এলো ও দেখে নিয়েছে তার আগে
Starts looking over to this side towards Cave.
Yeah.
Around side, doesn't pay attention, but Mako actually pulls the trigger, spots it. Lammy Snacks with 4 kills. Sets up nicely here for Full Sense to take this round. That's their 5th on the board now.
Yeah, it's a great recovery here by Full Sense after, it's not a dash, I can't call it a flash and dash, it's a flash and a sidestep.
এটা সেরা ছিল
And Stacks, goodness gracious, just instantly domes one, no hesitation after he gets the Spectre in hand and just goes to town. But then it's Lammy Snacks with the counter punch, just steps through to the site, takes 2 down with the Spectre of his own. Nice little attempt here by the Vision Strikers, but good tenacious play from Full Sense. And I know that Full Sense has plenty of energy in the tank, they just need to keep building it up.
And if they can do it here in this round, that's going to help them bridge the gap even further. Pretty much an all in here for Vision Strikers. Not going to be too much credits left over for them if they lose this.
Yeah,
put them back on an eco, so we'll see if they can get it done. It would be huge for Full Sense.
Kind of a weird toxic screen here from Full Sense. I want to see what they're going to do off of this. I have thoughts, but I'm kind of curious. Like, is this going to just be setting up for a doors push? Are they just trying to cut off this mid-angle so they can safely get to the store? It looks like that is indeed the case, as PTC is pushing his way forward. But the Vision Strikers are pretty well situated for this if he does come through. But oh my goodness, oh Buzz.
They're about to see each other. They are so close. They just don't even realize it. Stacks in the middle, outside in mid. Oh, the smoke comes down, and Buzz is right on top of him. Just had no idea, no chance to react. You're decayed all the way down to 1 HP. John Olsen, if he meant to, go for a fake there, if he botched it a little bit, either way, it doesn't matter. He does end up falling. That Trailblazer does spot out the other two. Lamiesnax with a nice little headshot, but Buzz comes up with 3 kills. Again, looking strong here. As Vision Strikers, they turn it around when they desperately needed to. They now have 5 rounds up. 3 more to go. This is going to be a 2-0 series. Full Sense, they need to fire back here.
Yeah, I mean, that toxic screen telegraphs pretty well what Full Sense is thinking there, and they're right in position. Buzz, again, is reading all over these things. He's getting right up close and personal with Full Sense, which I guarantee is throwing Full Sense off a little bit at times. They're a team that, is aggressive themselves, and I think, of course, they're used to seeing other teams in their region just fight point blank. That is very, very common in the SEA matchups, but for Buzz to be this aggressive off of these things, to kind of push through into that toxic screen, even though it is a little bit of an awkward moment with PTC, he's still able to win it. And yeah, I mean, this particular toxic screen, I think, is a little more valuable than the previous one, because this one at least lets you cover your post-plant scenarios, whereas the other one's just about getting to that, and then you're left with a wide open A site on your post-plant defense. So very, very difficult to cover that. You don't have much control.
Yeah. Well, keeping it slow and steady here. Looking for some information. It's going to be a heavy stack over towards mid. Spike getting ready to creep over.
কি ধরনের বাই করলো এটা? ভাইপার আমার কারোর এই না ভাই।
হ্যাঁ, 2জন শেরিফ, বাকি সবাই গান, বাকি 3জন গান।
ওরে লাইন আপ দেখ।
ভগবান, কোথা থেকে মারলো?
ভাইপারের অর ফুলিয়ে দিল।
ওই এ বি মেন্স থেকে, বি গেট থেকে মারলো এর ওপর নাকি? यार কি মারাচ্ছ তুমি আমার সাথে?
তো কখন থেকে
আছে
ওটাই
লাইনআপটা আছে, লাইনআপটা আছে তো।
Very heavily done. A 2v3 with Superbus low on HP, trying to get the spike planted. Approaching now. Oh, that shock dart narrowly missing. Would kill, but neither of them connected. PTC will find one, but now it all falls to him. A 1v2, tailwind forward, Buzz gets himself over towards the pillar, trying to deny Vision, but Buzz out-trades him. That'll be the defuse, and that's going to be 11 rounds now for Vision Strikers.
Oh, that was a great dart. That gave Buzz a pretty easy corner. He has to transfer off of it. Really nice setup here. Great retake.
সায়নদা, সায়নদা, আমার চ্যাটটা দেখে আসে যাও ইউটিউবে, লাস্ট মর্নিং স্টারের কমেন্টটা দেখো, যাও। বলছে স্বাগত সিংহ রায় বলে একজন এসছে, দিয়ে বলে কি নেই ওড়ায় কে, নেই ওড়ায় কে, কেন আমি বুঝলাম না। ঠিক আছে,
আমার বন্ধু।
ও আচ্ছা, যাই হোক,
আমার বন্ধু রে, স্বাগত।
ও আচ্ছা, ও এসে বললো নেই ওড়ায় কে, নেই ওড়ায় কে। হ্যালো, 1 নম্বর। मॉर्निंग स्टार बोलছে अरे जो मैंने सिखाया था वो कर ही नहीं रहा है, क्या स्टूडेंट है मेरा। দুটো। 3 নম্বর এলো অভিরূপ দা, এসে বলছে ফুল সেন্সর থেকে ভালো আমরা খেলে দেবো এক্সডি। কিসের নেশা করে এরা কে জানে, স্পেশালি মর্নিং স্টার কিসের নেশা করে কে জানে। শেষ,
আরে
শেষ বেচারা রে।
Vision Strikers looks to get this 12th round on the board, lock themselves into OT and put us on match point.
যেটার এই অ্যাগ্রো গুলোই ভালো লাগে, করে এক্সিকিউট তো করবে পারা, অ্যাগ্রো নিয়ে নিয়ে মরে যায় সব ছেলেদের।
ইমা দেখলো না আরবি কে, ট্রাই করলো না মারার।
বোর্ডের দিকে আছে কি,
12-5 match point. Full Sense need to win 7 consecutive rounds to take us into overtime.
I mean, it's so hard with Buzz just in these kind of unusual, kind of uncouth places where he is catching FS, excuse me, just not ready. I mean, and then he shuts down the ult, and that's it. That's round over. Spikes down right on the bad side of the pyramid. I don't know what you can do here. Stacks, of course, very ready for it around the corner. They know the PTC is going to be coming through mid. They've got a crossfire just in case, and this is it. This is match point here for FS. If they can't win this round, it's down to the loser side of their group.
Let's see what John Olsen can get done here so far. Again, the ults have not really been finding their targets. If there was ever a time for him to pop off and get back into that form that we came to expect from him after the LCQ, it is right here in this moment. Everybody else, they have a decent amount of firepower, but obviously it's still a bit wonky. 2 Bulldogs, a Guardian, and a Spectre. They need to find some value from this ult.
And I mean, you've got the op for Buzz. He's got the blades behind it even. And that flash here, Stacks just using it to escape, but it's not going to work. Lammy Stacks going to get him with the Bulldog.
Really great shutdown there. And that is going to be the setup for the near ult depth. Now they'll be able to identify where everybody else is at here for Vision Strikers. Buzz still goes for the peak. Actually swings out wide, gets himself situated at Ninja. Continues to stare over towards Cave, but full sense they want to change it up. They say, okay, we got the pick at A, let's reroute to B.
Yeah, I really like this. You're trying to use this toxic screen down mid. You know, Vision Strikers weren't fooled by it the first time around, so now you got to try something different. But again, RB just is not going to allow Lammy Snacks to get that lurk to go. He shuts it down. King, once again, stalwart on this defense. Here comes the Vision, but they're going to get the spot on the PTC.
Yeah, and that's a spike on the ground. It does get picked up, and now they're running out of time. 20 seconds remaining. John Olsen will find King, gets him out of the back of sight, but Mako's still here, lurking within the pit. No HP. John Olsen from now here on out needs to hit heads. 1 HP, but oh, Mako just snaps to the left, finds him, and they're running out of time. Superbus will find Mako. That will drop it, but he is going to go down.
ও ভাই বাস কি একটা খেয়ে দিল ভাই শট ভাই
Vision Strikers take the first series of champions.
Oh man, Mako's so cheeky inside of that Viper's pit, and he waits to pop it, and then he's moving around angles where it's very hard for FS to get a spot and then a finish onto him, because of course they're going to be taking a lot of damage coming through there, getting that decay. And like you said, one of the members of FS was already down to 1 when he gets the first kill, and he's back in a little corner that he can nestle himself into, wait for the rest to come. He can give the positioning to his teammates, call it out, and then they're able to shoot through the smokes and take down the members of Full Sense.
Yeah, very nicely done. Clean from the side of Vision Strikers. And I mean, what a statement. I mean, this was not a map that you and I anticipated they would be willing to go to. And this has to be a bit worrisome for teams who might be facing them in the future. You know, Cloud9, and as well as Fnatic, they are in this same group.
থাকবি না বেরোবি ডোম
আমি আর আছি আমি তো দেখবো ভাই এখন
আসছি দাঁড়া এখন এখন আর কি হবে এখন তো হবে না
কি এখনো 10:30 টাকা
এটাই তো ওকে দেখতে হবে চলে আসছে
But I mean, this is a team effort from Vision Strikers. I mean, every map there was a star, especially on here on Breeze. It wasn't much for Stacks. He had a few good guiding lights to set up Buzz, but Buzz and King doing a great job locking things down on the defender side.
কটা বাজছে
Just period. RB doing a good job as the Sova.
9:44 নেক্সট ম্যাচ 10:30 থেকে না সায়ন্দা কি ইমা এতে চ্যাট চলছে word.exe word.exe লল ভাই বলে word.exe
Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do, fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for flash is getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinded flash is getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flash is getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinded flashes getting closer, sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. Wanna let it go, wanna make them all right. Wanna lose control, wanna out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I hold feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinded flashes getting closer, sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can that's all there'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do, fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do, fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do, fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all right. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do, fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinded flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die, gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. When to let it go, when to make them all fight. When I'm in control, when I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Feeling like there's nothing I can do. This could be the end, it's mine to choose. It's taken me my lifetime just to prove. This could be the day I die for you. Don't let it be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinded flash. Time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer.
For Vikings, which is definitely something I want to get to, but Sage for Neth on Icebox is something that concerns me a lot.
You know what? It was funny because Sassy said when they got into international play and they played Icebox in their region, they never brought Sage and it worked. They got into the international sphere and they're like, oh, everyone's playing Sage and we're losing. What do we do? Are we really that far behind? So let's hope they've added Sage to that comp.
Yeah, I mean, for Icebox as well, we're going to be expecting a Bazi to come in, right?
Yes.
As the person that's going to be playing this map. I don't think... Oh, we do have the next one locked in. That's going to be Haven on the side of Vikings. They've decided to pick that one. Fracture Baller is still... Oh, no, it's not on the table anymore. I was going to be like, it's still there.
Don't worry.
It's
not,
coming. Yeah.
It's coming later.
It's
I
not there
guarantee you.
anymore. Maybe for the next match we can see Fracture, but yeah, they didn't fancy that one, which means the last map is going to be Split.
Yeah, Split is interesting. That's when I was talking about historically Vikings as they made their run in Masters 1 and as they made their run towards Reykjavik, the entire Brazilian scene was very, very lacking on Split. They've obviously changed that in the last couple of times, and they've actually started running Breach on that map, which is very, very interesting because that is something very strong on Split. And I think Breach is a little underrated in the meta right now.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in the Series 1. We've been speaking Breach's names into existence. Stack thinks he's like the embodiment of Breach.
He is
Breach, so fair enough. We'll shout out to him. I want to see what I want to see what the teams right now have their take on it. I will say, however, I don't want to be disingenuous for Team Vikings and come in and be like, yo, their last game on this map, especially against Vivo Key, that was close. Like, I'm expecting great things. It was way too long ago for me to be able to contextualize this for the viewers. So all I can say is, hopefully, whatever those mistakes were those months ago, we got a brand new reinvigorated Vikings that is ready to throw down.
I mean, of course, we don't know too much about what Vikings are going to do, but it looks like it's gone really well for Crazy Raccoon in terms of the map vetoes, at least.
Yeah, I would say this is a pretty even map veto for sure. I mean, given what we said already, right? Which was expect the unexpected, because we don't know what the heck is about to happen, right? We have seen the Split map in the past, but I think one thing to note is that right away we are going to see whether Crazy Raccoons are going to continue to have these role problems where they don't really know where to put Munchkin, where to put Fisker on, and that entire time is very difficult for them.
We're going to find out shortly. We're going to head into a break now, but don't go anywhere because Agent Select is on the way.